Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Gaina Truck. Live in America. Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Full show, lots to get to. Hour 1 sponsored by Gaina Truck. You can always call or text us 402-464-5685. Watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo, channel 951. Again, this hour sponsored by Gaina Trucking. Good morning, gentlemen.
Jake.
Bill's up.
Yeah,
right
Bill.
there.
Bill saying good
Bill's
luck.
up.
Oh, my God.
Had a lot going on. Well, I had to deal with some stuff today.
Did you do that in
I
games?
caught you.
or
In,
just
I caught
went
you. What did I catch you in today?
right-
A lie. It was a lie. Is what it was. I caught you in a lie. I go. Are you looking at my sheet? No, I'm not. I did see the word art, and so
there's some kind of
Yeah.
You
hard-
lie. Yeah, I
He
caught
did.
that lie. I heard
Yeah.
the whole thing.
He was
right here.
hard on
Yeah.
me. I mean, it
You
was
got mad.
It was harsh. There was
Well,
expletives. There was expletives. I just want people to understand that.
no, there wasn't.
There was expletives.
I said, "Geez, please don't
There
do
was
that."
Expletives
Yes.
flying
Yes.
at 5:55.
That happened, but now we're here to go.
Yeah, we're good.
No expletives now.
Yeah, we got our coffee.
We are professionals here.
Yeah, we have our coffee.
We got
Yeah.
coffee. We got
Let's
coffee talk.
Yeah.
Should we open the gift first or do some chit chat before
Let's
that?
do some chit chat.
Okay,
We'll do-
we have a gift we'll get to here in a second, but before that idle chit chat, let me get our special open for this. Hang on a second, right now.
Their sports takes are great,
Generally speaking,
but the random conversations are even better.
I don't know if you want to talk about that on the radio.
Hey, you just did.
You just did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
It's time for Idle Chit Chat on Early Break, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care.
All right, we had a full weekend of stuff. Idle chit chat. Bill, you usually lead this conversation for us. What was randomly
Well,
on your plate this weekend?
there was a lot going on, which we're going to touch on because I felt today that
Get in the microphone. now.
I was the assistant to Bombeck on director of sport for Lincoln.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was
You did a lot.
very
Active.
involved. I was very active in Lincoln.
Active.
Very, very active in Lincoln. So I really enjoyed that. So yesterday, my daughter, oldest one, Sydney, and her fiance were running the half marathon.
Nice.
So we met up with them at about the 6 mile mark, and so that was awesome.
What'd you
And
say?
then at that, I video them.
What was your words?
my words of wisdom?
Yeah.
This is mostly encouragement, a lot of
Yeah.
clapping. But where we were at, is right on Highway 2.
Yep.
You know where the garage is at? The
Oh, yeah.
bar. It's right across from that, and they had a National Guard band.
They did.
The National Guard has a band, and
Ooh.
they tore it down.
They did.
They were unbelievable. They were absolutely, and then there was no breaks. They just kept rolling. It was unbelievable. So the National Guard band, if there's someone out there from the National Guard that has knowledge of that band, wow, they were special.
They were set up where?
In a parking lot, just kind of,
Yeah.
just a little bit off of the, I mean, you could hear them fine coming through.
That's kind of
Yeah,
That's
it was-
about 48th and Highway 2.
Exactly. It was outstanding. But anyway, someone yells at me like, "Hey, nice hat." Had my decal pad on.
What do you have on right now?
Yeah. It was Tom Volk who sent the hats to us.
Yeah.
No way.
Running the
He was
marathon.
running?
Yeah,
He
he was
saw
running.
you?
Saw me. It was
Wow.
a great hat.
Tom
Volk sent the hats, and one of the original hats guys that come in. So again, so people are appreciative. So we took some pictures. Saw some breakers out there.
Did you?
Yeah, got some breakers. Got some pictures like that. Yeah, it was.
Wait, were
post
the
them.
breakers running that took pictures, or the ones watching?
No, the one's watching.
Okay, it'd be funny if you just stopped running to take a
Take a
picture
picture.
and kept going.
Yeah, so we had some people, a few shout outs. So, but what a well run the Lincoln Marathon half and marathon is so well run. It's
It is.
outstanding.
That specific spot you're at right there, because I ran it twice back in like 2011, 2012.
Right.
That specific spot is where you finally turn back toward the west. Like
Yeah.
your 48th is the farthest the half marathon goes. When at
So
that
it's the
point,
half.
Right.
Right.
you're going back, toward 27th Street. It's like, okay, I know we got a long ways to go still, about 7 miles still, but at least
We're
we're going back toward Memorial Stadium.
So next year,
That's a good
I will
spot.
have a completely different setup. I will have bigger. We just kind of got there, stood. It was very nice. I will have chairs and a grill in a lot
you're
of
gonna
stuff.
grill.
Yeah, I'm gonna grill. Yes, I'm gonna grill. So that one like that.
You might be recruiting somewhere.
That's yeah, it could be. It might be. It might be working. I'm not this year. Thanks again.
I
Just
did
a little show.
Just in case
Yeah,
you
you
forgot,
got
Bill,
it.
you're still not working.
The last
Wasn't
30,
meant
Thanks to
to
Sip.
be.
last
Thanks to
30 plus
Sip.
years I've been on the road recruiting this time, so I couldn't do it. So, but this year I can.
Well,
Thanks, Sip.
Well, it was more encouragement
Yeah,
than discouragement.
Which leads
You
me
can see it
to
both ways.
It
which
was
leads
more
You
encouragement.
can see it both ways.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the
be-
grill leads me to a little more idle chit chat, and I hope the people out there, the breakers, I'd love to hear from you. We had to school Alex up. This is a fiance. Leighton is the middle one. That's with Olivia. That's not cool, Bill. That's his.
Oh, Livy's
The,
not
the,
good.
the ice cream,
Yeah,
the ice cream
situation.
ice cream.
Livy.
Yeah, that was not cool. Anyway, so what I got him for Christmas was I got him a charcoal grill.
That's right.
So we did charcoal last night. So we had to
Oh,
teach
nice.
Alex how you stack the charcoals in a good pyramid to build it up till
Okay.
they turn it and then get them all
Well,
displayed.
I think you can teach a lot of people something right
so we
now.
did a lot of.
You have to stack them in a pyramid.
Oh yeah, you don't just
I
you don't
didn't
just, you
know
don't just
that.
you don't just put the
You could teach
charcoals
me
down
too.
and just build a lighter fluid.
Listen.
No, you stack them in a big pyramid with the paper underneath, a little lighter
where do
fluid.
you light
Yeah.
it?
What's that? From underneath. You have the papers
Mm.
pre underneath. Have a
Okay.
little stuff
Do you
underneath.
light
there.
the paper?
Yes,
Mm.
light the paper. That gets the internal flame. It's a pyramid of power.
See,
It's a
I'm
pyramid of
listening.
power.
Okay, so
And then you spread out the coals when it's time to cook. And we
Wow.
also cooked.
with I mean, you got to do it.
I have a little device. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a little shovel thing that I use to spread it back out. But you'll be able to use
So you
coal.
light the paper from what angle? I
What's
mean,
that?
where do you
That's a-
approach it?
Just wherever. Just have a little light.
Okay, don't make it hard.
Don't overthink
This
this.
you're
Do
starting.
not
You're going to ruin the
overthink
whole
the
story.
paper here.
But the fun thing is, I get Leighton every time. So we had the charcoal fluid on. I mean, the lighter fluid on. And every time he goes to light it, I'm always right behind him. I'm getting boom, and he just jumps. he just sails right through he just sails. And he's just like
Good idea.
every time he's
That's
like,
a good idea. Boom. Watch it.
Flammables. So anytime, I just think it's fun when somebody has someone has a lit lighter.
That kind of stuff is awesome.
Someone has a lit lighter and then some flammable liquid. Things
Watch
really. Oh, it was so
Good
good.
job. Good
So we were
job.
doing bacon cheeseburgers. We did the bacon on the grill
that
over
sounds good.
charcoal.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
How'd it turn out?
Yeah, it's outstanding.
Good.
Yeah, the
Good.
food was good like that.
You had
So,
an incredible life.
but get back to and then here's the next thing that was great. So we have like a back patio and we have a nice backyard,
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
back patio
yeah.
and stuff right there.
Boxes.
Guess where he did this at though?
Where?
Did it Nebraska style.
Oh.
In the driveway.
In the
Okay.
driveway.
That's the patio of Nebraska. That is the patio of Nebraska.
Everyone-
You sit-
everyone see
everyone
you.
sits in
Yeah.
your driveway.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You just go out right there. Where you sit on the driveway.
Did your neighbors come over?
No one came over. I think they were a little alarmed. I think they were a little alarmed.
I'll be
There's a lot of
by the-
smoke rolling
by
out from the bacon. And then the yelling.
When Bill's yelling, boo!
Watch it.
This morning I did it right in the middle of it. So this morning, whatever time, 5 something, I had to go out and move the
Yeah.
grill.
Yeah.
It was a little too hot to move last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's
You've had a full day.
It's,
been-
it's
been
a
a
full
lot.
weekend right there,
Exactly.
Bill.
Well,
And
we haven't even got to the
and
big,
we'll
some of
get
the
to,
big
we will
stuff.
get to next segment, Bill's appearance at the rodeo on Saturday. That's a
Oh.
full segment worth. Next,
I got
next
It was
segment.
it was unreal.
So don't tease anything. But
All right.
Bill was there.
Yeah.
Bill was there. So anything with you? Anything
that?
for you? I don't chit
Oh, I
chat.
mean, the only thing is a heartening thing I realize. I don't know now. The little things like this amaze me in life, and you figured out that it doesn't take much. But I left my card at El Solita Linda, the Mexican restaurant,
Solito Lindo, yeah.
and I just realized it yesterday. The places that keep your card are amazing to me. I mean, I had I have all these fears, right? Like, oh God, I lost my card.
Who stole it?
Someone's at
Is it
Disney,
on the street
someone's
somewhere?
or Amazon.
Yeah, it's
Having
something.
a party. On
No, I
Sip's
just
card.
walked in there. I didn't even. I just walked in, and the young man held it up. And said,
We have it.
Yeah, we
It's
got
right
it.
here.
Right here.
Amazing. And not only
Yeah.
did they have it, they remembered. It's amazing. That kind of
Yeah.
you can't put a
They
price.
knew
on
you'd
that.
be back.
Thank
can't
you,
put a price
Lincoln,
on it.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
People.
what I'm suggesting here is there's a lot of honest people out there, just good, honest people.
Solito Lindo. Good people.
Yeah, and great burritos too. Great
It's
chicken
fun.
burritos. Great chicken burritos.
Yes.
Oh, and I discovered a beer I like.
Ooh, what?
What was
Dos
that?
Equis. I've
You,
never
you discovered that now? Dos Equis?
never had it before.
Are
till-
you kidding
till
me?
Are you kidding me?
yesterday.
Dos Equis for my.
You live at Mexican restaurants and you've never had a Dos
I've
Equis
always
before?
had Modelo or Corona,
Oh, no.
and I tried Dos Equis. I go, wait a second, this is
Dos
the
Equis is
smoothest of
out-
all.
I mean,
It's not
Dos
a-
Equis is like second to Corona. Modelo's, good, but that'd be
It's not nearly as good as Dos Equis.
If you were talking to the common person, hey, what's your favorite Mexican beer? It's going to go Dos Equis, Corona, those 1,
Oh,
2,
is that right?
and then Modelo.
Modelo.
For those who are more experienced,
Tecate.
Pacifico.
Well, I don't. As you
Tecate.
know, though, now I don't drink a lot of beer, so
You had for the first time in your life a Dos Equis yesterday,
I had 3 of them.
and you were at
Which
Mexican
I
restaurants
never
at
do.
least 3 times a week for Mexican food.
Twice a week.
that
no matter
baffles me. That really does.
Bill, it should baffle
That's
you, 'cause
like-
I'm
It's
stunned.
like I
over
go
here.
to this Mexican restaurant. It was unbelievable. They had chips and salsa. They just set it out. They just brought it
You
to
would
the
not believe
They
this.
just brought
Now,
it
wait
to
a
the
second.
table.
But you know, I don't drink a lot of beer.
I don't care. You run into a Dos Equis just
Yeah.
accidentally sometimes.
Yeah. The green bottle.
The tricks had them, and
Yeah.
How do you? I'm stunned right now
Yeah.
that you've never had
it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one thing if you
I
don't,
thought you'd
eat
be interested. I
Mexican
didn't
food.
think you would make fun of me.
I am.
I thought you'd be
This
interested.
is problematic, is what it is.
It's not problematic.
Bill and I were speechless for a few seconds.
you know
there.
how much. You know how little beer I drink.
It still throws me. It really
Does
does.
it throw you?
Yeah, that does. That's like that.
I had
First of
about
all-
6 Coronas on Friday night for Cinco de Mayo.
Did you?
Isn't one of the most popular commercials the Dos Equis guy?
Sure, it is the
Is
most
that-
interesting man in the world.
Yes.
I
It has some of the funniest stuff ever.
Right. You've never had.
That's
We
my
had him in the
first one.
hallway for years here. We had
did?
had the guy, the cutout. We had the guy here.
I don't know. Like I said, I just don't drink a lot of.
Well,
Then they had these margaritas. They had these
right.
things.
We know you know margaritas.
I know margaritas.
very well.
Yeah,
but Dos Equis, come on.
All right, that's Idle Chit Chat sponsored by.
Newton's Lawn Care. Call them today at 402-440-6297 for a free quote for a lawn fertilizer program.
Okay, now no, I don't want to open the present yet. Let's do
we're
that.
we're doing it now.
Okay.
Yep, we're doing it now. Then we'll
Oh,
get to.
wow, okay.
I think you'll like
football
it. It's good. You'll like it.
Yeah.
I think I have an idea what it is.
We have a gift that Bill brought in, courtesy of Brian. Should I say his last name?
Yes.
Brian Smith, the head of the Booster Club at DeWitt Tri-County, because Bill was doing some stuff down there this
Went
weekend.
out there and saw him Friday. Yeah.
Fun.
What a great
Look at this
community.
bag.
It was unbelievable drive out there. Unbelievable drive.
Okay, now this is we have
Oh
presents.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Look
What-
at that.
no
one.
Look at Bill's current hat. Look
Yes,
at these
no
hats
way.
we have.
No
here.
way.
Red.
Look at
More
that.
decal.
Okay, now who gets first choice? How are we gonna do this?
Okay, we got 2 reds.
How are we gonna do it?
And this
No,
one.
I want no, just hold
you
on.
guys take the 2 reds. I'll take the gray.
See, no,
You want a
he,
red?
He wanted
You
this
want the
one.
gray?
He wanted this one for sure.
Which one do you want? Take. I'm good.
it's uncomfortable.
You
That's
guys
why I
can
said
decide.
we have to decide.
Here.
And you jumped the gun.
Here. Hang on. Shut your eyes.
No.
Shut your eyes.
Shut your
All
eyes.
right,
Shut your
all
eyes.
right, all right.
Shut your
This
eyes.
is the way to do it, Jake.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Shut your eyes.
All right, I'll turn around.
Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes. Okay, come around. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Turn around.
Can I
Turn
do it?
around. Start to turn around.
Okay, yep.
Turn around.
Okay,
Now. They're right.
We're
Put
doing a
your hand out.
trifecta here.
My eyes are closed.
Put your hand out. Put your hand out.
Gray.
Wow. Look at that. What a lucky man. He got his hat. He got the gray hat.
Oh my! Look at these,
We
Brian.
got-
these
yeah.
are. Look at the look
Got
on
the
these
red
bad
decal
boys.
there, Josh. See
Oh my
that? Nice.
God.
Nice.
This is incredible.
It says Spilker Ag Services on the
Yes.
side for the decal.
People are starting to notice, like I have them on my refrigerator, all my caps. There's like 25 caps up there now. People are like, where do you get all these caps? Breakers. I'm wearing it.
Our
Oh,
fans.
yeah.
That looks
Fans
good
are
on
the
you.
best.
Oh yeah,
Jake, look at Jake.
Jake. The only thing stopping that's your shoulders.
Look at that thing.
It looks good.
It looks
Come
good.
on,
Looks
you know?
good.
Nice
Fun.
job. You got a normal shirt on.
That's right.
LeBron was wearing your shirt the other day.
Yes,
Did
he
you?
was.
Yes, yeah,
my
I texted
plain
it.
green shirt.
I
yeah.
texted
How
out.
about that?
Why is LeBron wearing
I wear
Jake's shirt?
plain green shirt.
He buys the same rack as I do.
Yeah.
Where's the
Off the
plain
rack.
Where's the plain green shirt rack at?
That's a classic. Greens, LeBron.
We buy that. Thank you to Brian Smith from Booster Club, DeWitt Tri-County. We got our.
What a drive
Abs
out
up.
there too. It was just. It was.
You look good.
Oh, it was.
You said it went down to my shoulder.
No, that was Bill.
Yeah.
You mixed up the old guys.
Okay. All right.
But hey, Bronny, by the way, Bronny James headed to USC, by the way.
Okay.
Headed to USC. Did you see that? over
I
the
did
weekend?
see that.
Did you?
Didn't really care, but I'm glad you pointed it
Well,
out, though.
That didn't interest me too
Yep.
much. That-
See,
I'm saying overall, the listeners probably aren't like that. They're
Bronny headed to USC.
Yeah.
if he's not going to Nebraska, we don't care.
He had Ohio State in his final 3.
What if Creighton would have got him, Jake?
That would have sucked. That would have sucked.
List him as a point
I
guard.
would just say hope he was a bust, and if that was the case.
Oh, and Oregon.
Big bust.
Oregon was Oregon, Ohio State, and USC.
Good for him. He's going to USC.
You guys were not interested one
He's
bit. I was interested.
Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't interest me.
Doesn't
That
interest me,
didn't-
but
that
thank
didn't.
you for bringing it up. That's Extended Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by Newton's Lawn
That's
Care.
a rough crowd.
Okay, I saw this over the weekend. Again, I'm not going to say who put just because we get in trouble. We're not going to give the betting outlet here, but
We're not a gambling show.
we're not a gambling show. But there are some odds for over/under for wins for the Big Ten teams this upcoming season, and I have all the different teams here.
Did you get this
in the
from
Big
Bill,
Ten.
by the way?
No, I nope.
No, this was
Look
not
at the
me.
chat. I screenshot it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chad.
Yeah, look at
He's very sensitive about
I
what
sent you
information
guys a
is sent
couple
out.
good ones this weekend. I did.
One.
No, there's separate. There's a
Yeah.
couple. There's a few.
Yeah.
There's a
Received
few.
a lot.
Yeah, look at the ones that came from me. I sent a couple.
Oh,
good
you
ones.
did send this one. Okay.
It's usually Bill. To be fair,
All right.
that's fine. Okay. Over/unders though on
Draft
win totals for the Big. Oh, you don't say the ones out loud. Unnamed.
Blew the whole
Unnamed service here.
Jake made a big deal
I
about
said,
it.
we're not going to get in trouble. Here comes Vegas
Yeah.
Bobcat. I can already hear him calling.
Vegas
right
Bobcat DraftKings.
Now. Yep. Vegas Bobcat, we're aware. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Whatever
Phil
you want.
Steele.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Phil Steele put this out.
Love
From-
Field Steel.
Phil Steele.
Say that 10 times.
Nebraska's win total over/under on wins is 6 for the
6.
upcoming.
Okay, that's a-
26 wins. So not 6.5. Usually it's easier to go over/under if it's just a half in there. You're gonna go over/under 5.5, 6.5. It is straight up 6.
6.
Easy push there.
What are you saying here?
I mean,
Jake?
I'd like to have a half so you could bet over/under a lot easier than just going straight on 6.
It's a great number, isn't it?
It
makes
is.
you think. Yeah.
If for those curious, other totals in the conference, you got Michigan and Ohio State both at 10.5 wins for their over/under. Penn State 9.5, Wisconsin 9 with first-year head coach Luke Fickell, Iowa 7.5, Maryland 7, Illinois and Minnesota both at 6.5, and then below Nebraska would be both Michigan State and Purdue 5.5 wins, and Indiana and Northwestern 3.5 wins are their over/under.
You got to let's go ahead. Bill.
Ask a question on this one,
Please.
For what is this just for the season?
For the yeah,
So it
Regular season.
started. Yes, that's my question.
the whole
Regular
I think it is
regular season.
So if you get into a championship game, doesn't count.
It's just for the 12 games on your
12
schedule
games.
right
Gotcha.
now.
Okay. So
Yep.
I want to make sure. I didn't understand because I've not wagered like Sipple has.
One thing to consider, according to Fan Nation, can I say that Nebraska's strength of schedule is ranked 106th out of 133. That from Walter, by the way, a great listener, Walter. Hello, Walter.
Walter
Good
in
morning.
Pennsylvania.
Yes, according to
I think this is
Man.
they're way off.
I'm sorry.
Way off. I've said it before. Nebraska will win. They'll go way over 6.
What's way over?
Way over.
Easy on way over there.
8.5 to 9.
8.5. Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I think a couple
I can't
things.
do that, Bill. I can't
I-
do that.
I
Why'd you say that?
well, the first thing that came up would be that I feel that there is a good leadership now that took over some talent, brought in more talent. But the biggest thing is, what'd you just comment on?
Schedule. 106.
If they were sitting at like the 44th ranked schedule or 33rd ranked schedule, and they had because they don't have Ohio State or Penn State, they do have
No.
Michigan
In Lincoln, though.
in Lincoln. So I'm just saying that the schedule's not brutal. I think defense last year, I know there's a big turnover at Colorado. I get that, but I think the 3 teams that Nebraska plays in Northern Illinois, La Tech, and Colorado, they were like 130, 129, 128 in defense. So they were horrific teams. So when the schedule matters,
absolutely.
it's a big deal. You start looking at deals and you go, hang on, how are we looking at this schedule, type
Right.
of thing. So I think that makes so there's several things that add up. Where the team was, new leadership will create some new energy. They're doing a really good job with the new staff, and then you have a schedule that is very manageable. Very, very manageable. There's not time where you go, oh wow. Now there are teams that can beat you. Yeah, a lot of them.
Of course there are.
A lot of them are pretty evens, or you don't take anything lightly. But if all of a sudden if the 3 from the other side were Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State or
Mhm.
something of that
Yeah,
nature.
yeah,
Or like
it wouldn't ever be that, I don't think. But I get what
I know
you're
they've
saying.
struggled
Two
the
of
last
those
couple
would
years,
be-
but I mean, you had Oklahoma non-conference.
Oh.
Even though they weren't a great team right now, you'd still feel better about playing Northern Illinois than Oklahoma, wouldn't you?
You know what?
So,
You would.
So you
That's
do.
going to get a lot of people's attention. I mean, you think 8.59 is interesting. The next place you go there's two places you go from there. They got to win close games to get to that. To get to 8,
Yeah.
you got to win close games, and then the quarterback. Your quarterback's got to stay healthy.
That's
I
the
think
other-
they have
healthy.
a quarterback.
Stay
but
healthy.
I think that quarterback
Yeah.
better stay healthy.
But that's I think that stacks up with almost everyone. Last year, maybe not in some cases on certain teams, but right now, Ohio State lose their starting quarterback. That probably affects their 10-5. I don't know. Maybe
Probably.
not quite as much. There's a lot of teams out there right now. It's like, hey, if we lose our quarterback, this number is
Right.
out the window.
True.
This number's
That's
out
true.
the window. If
A
Minnesota
lot of
loses
teams.
their quarterback,
Yeah.
what Minnesota 7? Are they at?
They're at 6.5.
6.5.
for the over-under,
So they're out
I'll tell you.
as far they have a harder time.
We'll go back to Nebraska, but I'll tell you the team that put it all on. What's Penn State 9.5? They'll go over that. They're loaded up. Watch Penn State. They have Drew Aller. They have two great running backs. They have a bad, offensive line,
Mhm.
and their defense is nasty.
Lost Joey Porter Jr., but still pretty
They're
good. defense.
nasty.
Yeah,
It's
still
a
good.
nasty defense. They'll eclipse 9.5. You can bet Jim will eclipse 10.5.
Where, Josh, can you check out where Ohio State's at versus Penn State? Is
It's
that
at Ohio State.
is that Ohio
Penn
State?
State
In
goes to Ohio
Columbus.
State.
In Columbus.
Okay, now
Okay.
Penn State.
So-
That's the other thing. Schedule. Penn State, very manageable schedule. They do play Ohio State,
And Michigan.
but they get Michigan at home.
Yeah.
That their schedule. Then they have Delaware, West Virginia, and somebody else. UMass in the non-con. They got an easy non-con.
Yeah.
They're 11-win team. It looks like to me.
Penn State is.
Yeah.
And they 9-5.
Yeah, 9-5.
They
Oh,
won-
absolutely.
They won 11 games last
I'm-
season
yeah,
with
yeah.
the bowl game.
Yeah, and they're
against
better.
Utah.
And they're
Yeah.
better. Now they lost Clifford, which you would
might
say
be-
is a net gain.
It might be a net
Yeah,
game.
right.
It could be a net game.
Clifford, the 15-year starter.
Yeah.
She's 38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
right.
now
I
they
mean-
got Drew Aller, who's got a big arm, but the main thing is they got two great running backs and a nasty offensive line. They're going to pound it at you.
So between Clifford and Tanner Morgan, they played 22 years in the Big
They
Ten.
did. They,
It's
24
our age
actually, Bill.
all the time.
24 years.
Yeah.
We can relate to them.
Yes.
Bill,
I
and
think Sipple is dead on. We can dig into some other ones right there. Some of them are kind of hard. I'm going to take what was Indiana?
I am
Okay.
Indiana at 3-5.
Yep. And
I'm
so
taking that.
Northwestern.
I'm just thinking you can get to 4. I'm thinking.
What
we're-
about Northwestern at 3-5?
No, I like them under.
No,
I like the overs.
I like 'em
I would
under.
take the overs. I still would take the overs.
I like them at 3.
He believes
like
in
it.
Pat Fitzgerald.
I
That's
believe
why.
that Fitzy.
The Fitz magic over
He's
there.
4-20 since the last two seasons.
Yeah.
It's been bad.
He's
It's been a
4-20.
bad 2 years.
He's 4-20 and 2-16 in the league.
Right? It's been bad. It's been a bad run for Fitz. It's okay.
I think the one that is really unique in there is Wisconsin at 9.
Really
that would
high.
be that'd be
really
a classic. I wouldn't touch it.
really high.
That'd be a class. That's pretty high. For a
Brand new
staff.
offense. Brand new style of offense. up
Brand new
there.
style of offense. A lot of things going on there. Now, like I said, I coached with Coach Fickle at Ohio State. He's an awesome person, and he's doing a really good job up there. He's doing a really good job, and so it's going to be interesting. Now, the one thing about that they're known as a team that's going to throw it a lot more. But just remember, a couple of years ago, the offensive coordinator there for North Carolina had 2 running backs over 1,000 yards rushing.
Joe Longo?
So yeah, so
Javonte Williams and I forget the other
they
guy's name.
ran the living crap out of the ball.
Phil
Michael
Longo.
Carter.
Yes.
Michael Carter was the other running back.
So they're talking about going to a spread.
But they're going to run it. It's just a different style of, hey, we're still going to hand it off. So instead of bringing blockers in to block everybody, they just put the blockers out wider and make you have to kind of cover it down. That's kind of that's the philosophy to it. But they'll be able to have, and sometimes it's good. It's like, hey, maybe it's nice to have a little more space on some things.
They still got Braylon Allen,
Yes.
He's still there.
and they
It's a
still
big
got
deal.
Chad Malusi.
Yeah, so they
Yep,
got.
they
I
got
mean,
two
they
good
got
running backs.
2 really good running backs.
How'd you like Malusi?
I think
You
he's really
defended
good.
him.
Yeah, really good. Really good. Well, we played very well against him. We ended up giving up 15 points to him.
Right.
But played very well against him. The year before, I mean, Braylon Allen like that. Just watching it from the side.
He averaged 10 yards a carry.
Yeah. It was.
No, it's still a good game though. Nebraska was
It was a
lost
good
by
game,
7.
yeah.
They had a chance to go tie it up at the end
Yeah.
on the road in Wisconsin.
10
Yeah,
yard-
Jake was there.
I was
10
there.
And overall, 10 yards a carry gets you in a pickle. Right there.
It was.
That-
If it's just one carry,
doesn't
no,
help.
no, it doesn't.
If it's the
One
average,
carry, 1 for 10. No, we'll live with that one. But he carried it
He was
32
averaging-
times.
Yeah, he
That's,
got
that's
200
not going to work.
It's gonna get
That's not going to work.
He got 200, and people are being like, "Oh, it's not that bad."
He can get
I'm
it
like,
back.
okay, yeah, that's just one of the signs that you've really declined.
Nebraska fans have been really scorned and scarred by Wisconsin.
But what a great job by you, Jake, coming up with this.
I saw it by Phil Steele. Phil Steele put this out there.
I know, but you're the one that brought it to us.
So yeah, I'm.
I
tell you what, Illinois,
look
Minnesota,
at the
that
screenshot.
Maryland's probably the other one that is very intriguing.
They're at
Very
7,
intriguing.
so they're at 7 for the
7.
over-under.
They're on. They're this thing with that. This thing with their games. They've got Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State. So this is the side. I don't know who they cross over with. So that's some tough stuff right there. And I watched their entire spring game, and they left a lot out there. Right there. So I wasn't. I
They
didn't.
still got Talia though,
Yeah.
Tungavaloa, the quarterback.
They do. He was the one that struggled in the spring
Would he?
game.
Would
Yeah,
he?
he struggled. Defensively, it looked pretty decent. So it's a spring game.
Maryland.
So I don't get too involved with it.
No, okay. Now Michigan, we all agree is going to go over 10.5, right?
They should.
Ohio State, I'm not sure. Ohio State, they came out of their spring game. Their spring game, the offensive line struggled, and Day said, "Yeah, that's the way it looked all spring. It wasn't what you saw is the way our offensive line looked all spring. They lost 3 guys to the NFL up front.
I'm going to go under in Ohio State. I'm going to go 10 wins for them.
That's
So
trouble.
Personally.
You know that's trouble.
It's
for
the
Ryan
10-2 regular season then.
You know that's trouble. That's trouble for Ryan Day if they go 10-2 and lose to Michigan. Are they just saying they lose?
Penn State
Are
possibly.
you saying they lose to Michigan?
I think so, yeah.
That's 3
That'd
straight.
be 3 straight. You
I
don't
think-
lose 3 straight time to Michigan.
I'm almost sure on this one. In the Big Ten, Ryan Day's only lost like 2 games.
I know, but I'm telling you.
Oh, I know. It's real. The pressure's real.
and the pressure's on.
the pressure's
Right.
on.
If he,
Yeah.
he goes 10-2,
If he
Oh,
loses
it's severe pressure.
Yeah.
it's amazing.
now,
it's amazing.
now if they lose one, if they lose to Penn State, but they beat Michigan,
Probably okay.
life's
it's a
okay.
good wash then. Yeah.
Life's
Well,
okay.
I
Beat
think
Michigan.
so.
You won the game.
You're
They
probably
get-
okay, especially if you win the Big Ten that way.
Yes, and they would. And then they said that I would imagine that's how it would play.
Ohio State goes to Notre Dame in September, and they're an 8.5-point favorite with a new quarterback and an offensive line. You wonder.
So there's when we talk about schedule. It's like, okay, they have a non-conference game that's real. That's a very real situation.
From Phil on the text line.
Is it Phil Steele?
It's
Could it be Phil?
It's Phil Steele on the text line here, 402-464-5685. Phil says, I wish I could share and build optimism, but this program has developed a track record of underachieving. I hope that Nebraska actually gets to 6 wins this year, but I'm not holding out for much more than that.
6. Yeah, I mean, 6 is a perfect number. If you put a gun to my head, I don't know what I'd do here. And I had to.
I
do
think
it.
they're a lock.
You
for
can't choose.
It's
You
over.
can't choose push. You got to go
Right.
over or under on
Yeah.
this one.
Over.
Yeah, I'd like 7, I guess 7. But
You're going over then.
Yeah, but I'd be immediately nervous if they lose to Minnesota out of the gate. I mean, immediately nervous because then you got to go to Colorado. You know what the hell's going to happen out there?
Mhm.
What's that going to look like? What is that going to look like?
It'll be it.
I mean, I don't know. I watched Colorado's spring game, the replay. I was startled by how bad they looked. But that now they don't have those guys, right?
From Joe in Boulder says he says this morning he saw in the paper in Boulder
In the paper.
that they were
Oh,
talking
that's
about
awesome.
they're talking about the transfers coming in after the weekend. They are now at a total of 71 scholarship players at Colorado.
You're kidding
Yes.
me.
They're already up to 71.
They're up to 70. They're at 71 scholarship players per this morning's Boulder paper.
Really, the Boulder Daily Camera. Joe, thank you
That's
for
from
that.
Joe in Boulder.
They're up to 70.
Read this morning.
If he could text in also, is when he said in the paper, did he actually read the paper?
Yeah,
Like-
did
like
you?
a-
Hey, Joe, did you read an actual like newspaper or was it
Hard
online?
copy.
Was it
Hard
online?
copy, because that would be so cool if Joe's sitting there reading the paper.
I
Well,
think
I
Joe.
would
I
love to
think
read
Joe
the-
reads the actual.
I would
paper.
love to read
He's
the paper.
59.
I think he's got the
Yeah,
newspaper.
that would.
You can do it.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
You can do
I
it.
still read the Lincoln Journal Star at times.
Do you?
Yeah, well, Roseanne brings it over. My mother-in-law.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, I love reading it. Yeah, there's something.
Why
that
don't you get it?
I probably should just get it. I
Yeah.
agree. Well, you're not there anymore.
You're a
so I-
man of means.
I really lost.
What?
My passion for Journal Star since you left. It's been
That's
very
Joe has
emotional.
responded. He says, "No one reads a physical paper anymore. This was online, so that's just a slap in the face."
No one.
Okay, so that was not an actual paper. It was
I
online.
think there's still some people still do, Joe. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it still happens.
yeah, but people do.
People do. It still happens.
Yeah. If you get it free.
Ron says he's actually reading the paper right now. He's reading the
See?
actual newspaper.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I got to tell you, I don't even do it. You know what? Where I read my phone. I don't even read my computer anymore. I read my phone. Read my phone. Now on the show, I'll read it, but when I'm at home, recliner, phone.
Good. There's your numbers there. There's your over/under numbers there. And by the way, we didn't mention this yet.
What did you say on Nebraska there? Are you
6.
taking over?
You have to say something. You have to
said-
say.
You're on radio.
I'm gonna go
You
under.
tried to get out of it.
I'm gonna go
You said
under.
push.
Oh, you know what?
I'm gonna
This
go
is
under.
the classic. This is the classic. I'm going to say under because if it goes over, I'm still happy. I
No,
don't care if
I
I'm
didn't.
wrong.
Did I say
Yeah,
that? No, you
that's
just
what-
see. You just
that's
pulled
what
the
you're
sip.
thinking.
You just
No,
pulled.
that's
sip.
what you're
You put
thinking.
words in my
That's
mouth.
what you're thinking.
No, I'll go under because I'm concerned about the offensive line. And like you said, if Jeff Sims gets hurt,
Mhm.
I'm concerned about the backup quarterback depth. And we've had injuries at quarterbacks
Mhm.
for years in
Those-
Nebraska.
those
So
are valid
right
concerns.
now, I'd go under. I hope I'm wrong.
I think this is what he's doing. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about what he's doing.
We didn't mention this before the break. Hey, the Derby happened on Saturday.
Yes.
Mage wins the Derby.
Major.
Watched a full 2-hour lead up to it.
Whoa!
I was cleaning my
2
garage,
hours.
and I have a TV in the garage, so I spent.
Did you?
You gotta watch everything. It's like the storyline behind it, everything. It's
It's quite a week
Oh.
at Churchill Downs. Quite a week.
a couple things came up though. One would be when they played my old Kentucky home. The Louisville band played it. They killed it. But the up front, the conductor of the band was just on like an aluminum ladder. They just popped up. I'm like, we're at the Kentucky Derby.
Put him on
And
something.
they just can we not have
Put him on
something?
something.
Can we not have something besides just an aluminum ladder that someone brought? Who's got? I'll get it. I got one in my garage.
Ladder.
I got one in my garage. I got one in my. I'll grab it. I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in Saturday. I mean, come on.
Somebody in one of these barns has to have an aluminum ladder.
Someone just look around. Just check down there.
But what about this? Is where we hail Jake. He tried to do a push on the. My God, Jake!
I
First
said
of all, you
under.
tried to say push.
Push,
Six.
yeah.
No.
All right.
I said you can't push 6. I said under.
But
5.
we got to hail Jake because the riders up call
Oh,
by Patrick Mahomes.
I had in my notes.
Mine was better.
Oh, God.
Oh, I was.
Wasn't
even
even
his
close.
I've never. So when it, and they're go, okay, Patrick Mahomes. So I turned the TV up. I'm standing right.
You
in
did the
front.
Riders Up
I'm in
thing.
I'm like, I can't wait to see it. It was just like Riders Up.
Oh,
Patrick,
yeah.
I got it on
Oh.
TikTok if you want to see it.
Yeah, it was.
Like no inflection.
No.
nothing
The
at all?
one thing though,
I tell you, one thing he didn't do was he didn't do anything crazy
no.
like that. Didn't do anything that was nuts or anything like that.
Here's
so,
the deal, though, Jake. Here's what they make you do, but Jake could do this now. Like someone like me would stumble all over. They make you kind of say a lead up to Riders Up, like "Thank you to the Kentucky Sports Commission and sports fans all over America."
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Riders.
And you
then
do
you
it.
got to say right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
you got to.
but Jake could do it, and you got to look into a camera. Like you got to look into a camera too. So it's kind of
There's a lot.
Patrick is used to that. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
right.
He looks
No.
at cameras all the time.
and you would be used to it too.
I would say he
You.
probably he probably didn't catch much heat because but he did because we did
because Jake did a
Big-
freaking
big
Riders
deal
Up. It
to
was
us.
amazing.
Yeah.
No, yours was I'd
Oh.
say 80% better. 80%
80.
better.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It wasn't even close.
No, 80%. I mean,
Texters texted.
I've got Mahomes on one thing in this life. My Riders Up.
Oh,
and you don't have Jackson as brother.
That's
Yeah.
true. I've got two things. I've got two things going for me versus Patrick.
that is just
Is that an inappropriate comment?
No, Jackson is annoying. Everyone has been annoyed by Jackson for
Okay.
years. That's a fine
he's
comment to make.
outstanding. He is a
Bill
great.
likes
Well,
him
he's in
apparently.
trouble right now.
Yeah.
So.
When we
He's got-
come back, Bill went to the rodeo on Saturday. We'll get a full report of how that went for Bill next on Early Break on the Ticket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and D drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at RenewYourAuto.com. See what Renew can do for you. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their pepperoni breakfast sandwich. And try the 1% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Spring is here, and Acres has special finance on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day. We hope that everyone is able to show how much they care for and respect the moms in their life for this weekend especially, but in everyday life too. This important message comes to you from Bart, Mike, and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care. Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hey, it's Nick. Nebraska volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
It's Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
From the text line, 402-464-5685, OG Les Lancaster says, if, quote, Bill went to the rodeo on Saturday, isn't the children's book just waiting to be written? I don't know what is. That's a pretty good point there, OG Les Lancaster.
Bill went to the rodeo.
Bill went to the rodeo.
What do you see?
Well, yeah, would that not be a good? I think that would
That'd
be
be great. That'd be a great children's book. So, but Bill did go to the rodeo.
Write that down.
College, UNL College Rodeo on Saturday at the Lancaster Event Center.
Probably one of the top 3 days of my life. It was amazing.
What are the other two?
It really was. It was amazing. First of all, like that, walk in. Who meets me at the door? Marshall meets me at the door.
Peterson,
head coach, right there. He's in a sport coat, jeans, hat. Looks so good. I got my hat redone on Saturday over at the fort.
It looked really nice.
So I was very excited about that. My wife Laura went with me. She had DeKalb hat on. It was you first walk in, the first thing it was electric. The atmosphere and the smell of manure. You could smell it right away. There's a slight smell of manure.
Yeah. You like that?
I liked it. Yeah, because you're at a rodeo.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It
was going to be manure.
Yeah, it's going to
so
be
this
manure.
was indoors.
Oh, absolutely. You told me it was outside.
I thought it was.
Yeah, it was
indoors.
indoors.
It was indoors.
It was packed. It was unbelievable. And so the whole setup was, and then Marshall ended up hooking us up with a table kind of up front. We sat with 2 other couples. They were unbelievable. And I didn't get the name as well. The couple to our right. To our left was Angelica Wellman and Drew Kirsten. And Angelica used to be on the team, the rodeo team. She was on the rodeo.
That's why she had a table.
Yeah. And then Drew is a team roper, so they could talk us through all the rules, what was going on, things have happened. The tempo, it was like they were going. It's like, boom, we're doing this, we're barrel racing, we're doing this, we're doing this. It was things were
hopping.
Things were flying.
There wasn't a dead spot.
No.
This was the finals too, right?
This is the finals. We're there for
Saturday
the finals.
night.
So it is energy. I mean, I'm telling you this right now too. When I think her name was Rebel, she is Miss Nebraska rodeo, and she's going to be to Vegas for the championship like that. And she rode out with the flag around like that, and that was amazing. And the Star Spangled Banner was unreal. Yeah, it was very. It was a.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
very cool.
I got to get this. Where's the tables at? Where are you at?
We're right down. We're ground level. I'm sitting right there. I was right in front of the chutes where the bucking broncs came out, and then which we're going to get to the bull right.
So
at
you
the
had a
end.
nice like picnic table.
Oh yeah, no, there's a regular table, just nothing in front of you. So you had six chairs there, beautiful table. Literally, if the head stuck his horse through that, you could bet him.
No kidding.
But
no
kidding.
kidding.
I said it was
nice horsey.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You can put that in your book.
You can put it in your book.
Nice horsey.
Yeah, horse. Yeah, put it in the book. Oh,
nice horsey.
Sip's got good ideas for the book. I like that.
Oh,
I think like a 5th grader.
It's good.
And then Jared running, being basically the MC. He's talking for 2.5 hours straight.
Jared Slagle, our guy who was here in the studio.
We walked around. We went over and talked to Jared. Got a selfie with him.
Did you?
We got a selfie with Jared.
Did you post it?
Yeah. I don't know if I posted it or not. I probably should post that. I think.
You sent it to us.
I know I sent it to you guys. So a picture with Jared. But here's what was amazing. He was amazing. But there's a DJ there, and I'm gonna say they played 400 songs, just like 10 words. Oh, they're like boom. There's a little piece of each song, and everyone's kind of singing. Because
there's Jared up top.
Up top.
I was zooming.
Oh yeah.
There's Jared.
You can see Laura's eye.
There's Jared.
Yeah.
You can see Laura's.
So, yeah, he's up in an announcer's booth.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
Jared,
yeah.
And the DJ is right behind. And
Laura's eye.
You have nice eye, Laura.
Yeah, nice eye.
You have really nice eye.
Yeah. Not eyes. Nice eye.
Just one eye.
Anybody ever tell you have a nice eye?
Crack yourself up. We're trying to run. Me and her trying to do the selfie. Jared, get lower. Trying to get, it wasn't.
I can see it all played out.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it was. So a lot of people there like that. Dignitaries were there.
Dignitaries.
Coach Cook was there. Coach Rule was there. Ronnie Green and his awesome wife Jane was there, and so I had a chance to visit with everyone. That was just a lot of fun. So here's the cool part. So we get to the end. All right. And Jared had given us some drink tickets because there's also there was like a lounge system in there. There's 3 of them. Things are going on, and so you get some tickets. So I give and I talked to Coach Cook a long time before. Me and Coach Cook, I said go back a long ways, good friends. So they're sitting way down though. They're like at the 50-yard line. We're right at the end, but we're right in front of the chutes. So now it's time for this. The bull riding that's the dudes. In the end, like everyone's like
they keep
when you walk through the deal, like, what do? I ride bulls. You're just up here. That's a different deal to get on a 1,500-pound bull that's trying to also it wants to buck you off and it wants to kick you in the head,
right?
Or it also wants to attack you. It's different. It's different than trying to. I'm gonna rope a calf. That's different. It's all hard. It's all hard. But I'm saying that's where everyone knows that.
Oh yeah.
So when it comes, that's like bull riding. It's the last event. It's nuts. And I am right in front of it. So we're sitting there right there. We got our table for us right there. Well, I'd given some of those tickets out to other couples to go get a drink or a beer if they wanted one. So they went to get one, and Drew had left to go get one for him and Angelica, and Coach Cook just came down and sat down in his seat. Took his seat right there. It was awesome. Took his seat right there. So when Drew came back, he had a different chair.
Sorry, Drew.
But Coach Cook is sitting there right there with me, and we're just watching it. And I'm telling you, it was so close. Every time that they came out, I was like, "Whoa!" I did that every time. It was.
The Bulls, did you?
It was unbelievable. No, I did not. It was unbelievable.
Nice guy.
It was unbelievable. And then we had an injury, which I checked Marshall with. Actually, he's doing okay. Just got stepped on, but imagine getting stepped on by a 1,500-pound angry. When you see the power that they kick, and you're just hoping they don't hit you in the head.
Yeah.
You're just hoping they don't kick you in the head. Yeah. And it was one of the most incredible scenes. And these guys, I'm just like, when you decide, I'm watching them, and they're getting in there like that, and they're getting their hand like that. Imagine sitting there going like, in about 2 seconds, they're going to open this gate, and all hell's going to break loose. Yep. And I mean, it's going to get really fast.
Right there. That's adrenaline.
I mean, I was like,
you live for that.
So those guys are they're the ones that
they're the dudes.
They're the ones. They're the
Bronc
dudes.
riders.
Yeah,
same.
Bronc riders. Same. You get on an angry horse. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah,
rough.
But you're right. But the bull's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what rodeo experts would say that bronc riding is no joke.
Also, with
none of it's a joke.
No. So I'm walking. We're kind of walking down this one angle, and all of a sudden, this guy waves at me. It's Dan from Lexington. Lives here in Lincoln. I talked to him again yesterday. Oh yeah, big time breaker. Here's how we know he's a breaker. He goes, Bill, I got my dad, my wife, and my kids here. I go, how'd this happen? He goes, I heard you on the radio. That Lincoln needed the support.
Nice.
And guess what he did? He went and bought one of the tables.
Did he?
Yeah, he bought one of the.
That's what we do.
Dan, thank you.
Yeah, so that was awesome. I actually saw Dan again yesterday. Ran into him just randomly. He goes, I haven't seen you since last night.
See you at the marathon?
What's that? It was not the marathon. It was a different event.
Okay. All right, we don't need to talk about
that. I was just asking. Marathon.
Yeah, thank you.
But he showed up. I'm sure there's a lot of others that showed up. If there's anybody else that could text in if they showed up. But I'm just telling you how fast it moved, the energy, and then you watch the talent level of these ladies with the things that they were doing and the team roping and all the different things. Then they had some little fun like trickster games, things they had to do. Even those were fun to watch.
Trickster games.
Yeah, like a girl had to stand on a barrel at like 50 yards. And the whole thing is the horse a rider comes out full speed and goes around the barrel, and she has to jump on the horse with the guy and come back through. It's insane. I'm watching it. And if the horse kind of gets a little jittery or something, it kind of throws the time off. So they're on this barrel, and when it comes by, it's a commitment.
Yeah, you got to jump.
You can't kind of
you jump.
You
are all in.
So when you go up on the barrel, it's like you realize when I come by, you got to jump and you got to hang on.
That's
amazing, so there was a lot of cheering going. There's a lot of cheering went on during the whole thing, and then after it was over, got some pictures and different stuff.
So you were texting with Marshall yesterday?
I was. Yeah. We actually talked.
Oh, you talked?
Yeah, we talked. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think me and Marshall probably talk every day from here on out. I even talk to Marshall.
Here on out. So you're dead.
Today, tomorrow, Wednesday.
I'm just infatuated with the whole thing like that.
So, okay, quick question before we get to break. So regarding Jared, you mentioned Jared. You saw like a picture. Jared Schlegel, the announcer for the rodeo. This is about 2.5 hours. How long was the rodeo you were there for?
A solid 2.5, probably.
And he had to talk the whole time.
The entire time.
Like hardly any breaks
I'm saying he had. I mean, when we were talking to me and my wife that day, he'd be like just talking. He'd turn around, say that, he'd come right back to the mic.
Oh, that's a pro right there.
It's like it's just like you are.
It's like Jake.
It's like
he's a freaking pro.
Jake could be Jake could probably be a rodeo.
I'm watching that. I'm like, I would love to be up there with him.
Oh,
just making random comments to people. That would just be so much.
You need a color commentator, Jared. Bill's available.
A couple times, something would go wrong like that. I'd be like, oh, that didn't go so good. Let's give him a round of applause just to cheer him up.
Positivity, folks. Come on.
Okay, that's gonna be a scratch. That's not gonna no points for that. But hey, it's a long drive home back to Spearfish. Let's give him a round of applause.
You could good at that.
Yeah.
You could say nice horsey.
Nice horsey. Bill wants positivity.
Positivity.
Come on, guys. Give him a big old clap.
Big old
round of applause.
Yeah, rodeo, it is all about positive. You don't hear much negative commentary.
No.
I'm just telling you, cheering. There's no booing.
I found out through team roping is that you come out in teams and like you have to get to a certain spot where you can rope them, and somebody basically is going to rope the head. The other person is going to be the feet,
the hooves,
right, the hooves like that. The hooves? The the person I was sitting with like that, Drew can do both. He can do both. But most of the time, the big timers, they just like, hey, I'm head to your hoofs. That's how we're doing.
You got a learning experience.
Oh, unreal. And the smell of manure when you walked in. There was music playing and manure.
And now it's time for you to write a children's book about the whole thing, a kid's book.
Bill Goes to the Rodeo.
Yep, that's right. That'd be a good book. It'd be very interesting.
I'd pull it off.
If I get somebody to help me with that, is there a publisher out there we can get involved?
We can make it happen.
Nice.
Breakers out there.
Probably be publishers at the door tomorrow.
Yep, they'll be ready here. Let's write the
Speaking
book.
about it, are we gonna do the gift thing?
We already did.
The hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Did that just happen?
Did
that just happen?
Song of the day and Bill's Thrills next on Early Break.
Did that just happen?
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour in 3 years. Skilled is $6 per hour. Based on certification, salary jobs available, plus meta prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service on every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Red.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Sunny skies, warm temps yet again here for our Monday. We'll see an afternoon high near 84. Winds out of the west at around 10 to 15. Overnight mainly clear, a low down to around 58. We'll see increasing clouds tomorrow and a chance of some showers and thunderstorms with a high back near 80. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're interested in solar panels in Nebraska, Solar by Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine, in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric. Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of open and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
You love the Bash's sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable on early break on 93.7 The
Once again, your song of the day, Walk This Way by Aerosmith from 1975. You can see them November 10th in Omaha for their farewell tour. 464-551 is 10 is Sar Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
I tip my cap to you, Jake. You played Aerosmith's best song.
That's your favorite of theirs.
Yes, and it's by far. And there are songs by Aerosmith. I have a love-hate relationship. There are songs I hate. I mean, just songs that they're repulsive to me.
I should guess those ones.
But there are songs that are incredible. Dream On is incredible.
Yes, that's their best.
Dream
one. Come
On.
That's their best.
No, Walk This Way I like the best. On in the Saddle. Walk This Way, Dream On, and Back
What
in the
about
Saddle.
Sweet Emotion?
No.
You hate Sweet Emotion?
No, don't like that song.
Well, I like
That's
Sweet
hard.
Emotion.
That's hard to believe.
Don't like it. Don't like
Why?
Ragdoll. Ragdoll's a joke.
What about my version of it?
Crazy's
The Ragdoll song.
is an abomination. Crazy.
Yeah, I can see you hating Crazy.
Yeah. There's just some bad songs there's some incredible ones like the one you played. Thank you. That brings back
What,
great
Living on the
memories.
Edge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great
Give me
song.
a break. God. No.
Okay.
Walk This Way. I'd say 8.997.
Okay, almost a 9. Bill,
Yeah.
you were singing that one, Bill.
I really enjoyed it. Knew 88% of the words.
Really?
Occasionally,
I can't understand the words.
Yeah, I felt
Bill was
pretty good.
he was doing it. Yeah, he was there.
I was a high school loser who made it with the ladies. That's one of the lines I love. That was about that. And then took a big chance at the high school dance.
Okay.
I thought the lyrics were outstanding.
Look at Steven Tyler.
Yes,
Come on,
yeah.
Steven.
I I didn't realize it was 75. It's that old.
That's 1975.
That is unbelievable.
We were actually. I'm saying 1973. This is so it might be.
We were children.
73.
It's 75.
So we could be at
73.
50. So it could be 50 years. We're at 50 years.
This says 73 here. I saw 170. This is 73.
Text us, Rick Heyman. Let us know what that is.
Steven Tyler.
That was from the Toys in the Attic album.
Yeah, 844.
Okay, couple
844.
Good
straight
yeah.
eights there.
But you started the week off well.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you hear that in Sioux City? That's a Sioux City
No,
song.
I'm not sure where I heard that. I dubbed it in Friday before I left.
Did you dupe it?
I didn't dupe it.
He duped it in.
I dubbed it. Notorious B.I.B. is 7.8. Guilt Nerd says he says he's 37 years old, 5'10", 189, full head of hair, 6.8.
Full head of hair. Good job.
Nice.
Harper 8. Harper's dad is 6. Houston an 8. Who in Columbus? Bill
Bird.
A 6 from Bird in Columbus. Nyla an 8. Classic. Sean in Omaha 9.2. Jeff on Highway 77 7.5. What's wrong with the hat?
No.
Is it too big?
It looks good.
This is perfect.
Is it too big?
No,
it's fine.
Tilted down too
No.
low. Is that what you're
Yeah,
looking
it's
at?
pretty
look
low.
good.
It's pretty low, but it looks
Phil, a 2.
Phil.
He says he despises Aerosmith.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get it. I get that.
I'm not going to argue with
They're kind of polarizing.
Jennifer 9.4. Hubby 8.1.
Whoa.
High
whoa,
scores.
Whoa.
From
Wait a
Novotny
second.
Nutrition and Wellness.
They like
Jennifer
that.
and Brad and hubby. Yep.
Yeah,
Samuel 9.9. Alan in Orlando says an
Oh.
8. Tyler 7.9. 8.55. Rick from Wahoo gives it an 8.
A lot of high
Pretty high
numbers.
scores.
Pretty high scores.
Before we get to Bill's thrills, let me
we gotta
play
get going
legal
here.
ID real quick. Hang on.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
It is a Monday. It's time to kick things off with Bill's thrills.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
yeah,
there's
we
gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Football Facts Monday for Bill's thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors. Bill, the floor is yours.
Outstanding. First thing, I'm very happy, Jake, that you took down the gift bag to not confuse Simple again.
Yeah.
We're going to do the gifts.
Say, what are you wearing on your head? You just
No, I feel
picked
bad.
the hats from Bill's hand
and that was
with your eyes closed.
And that was from
That's from Brian Smith, the Booster Club at DeWitt Tri-County.
Brian.
Yes.
I apologize. I just had a senior moment.
Yeah, you did.
I'm having a lot of
All
those
right.
lately.
All right, Bill, the floor is yours.
Here's
Oh,
We're
he
gonna
turned
talk
over the
about-
he turned over the
The notes
sheet.
are here. Yes.
I'm not looking.
We're going to talk about headphones.
Oh,
In-game headphones. What's going on?
okay.
The
Oh,
good,
nice.
funny, all the awkwardness, all the things that
The
happen.
headphones.
The headphones in the press box. Different things that go on like that. So first of all, the art. Okay. First, there's an art to it. Okay. There is a when you talk into, you have a microphone right in front of you, and you have to, if you flip it up, it turns it off,
Oh.
so you can still hear. But now your microphone
Didn't know that.
Didn't
now
know
you're
that.
so when you see people all the time flip it up, it's off. 'Cause there's nothing worse than all of a sudden you're just hearing this background noise. It's like someone's what if I'm in the press, I'm like, someone please flip your headphones up. You don't want to hear all this background noise and things going on off to the side, or they'll have them down. So what'll happen is all of a sudden you'll be talking about what's going on if I'm in the press box, and all of a sudden they go to talk to your players, and you're like, "Hey, listen, on the 3rd and 8 when we went with Blizzard, we had to go." It's like, "Hey, put your headphones up because everyone can hear you talking, and everyone doesn't need to hear your conversation." So that's a big deal. The next thing, who talks?
Right.
Not this is not a time for everyone. It's not equal opportunity type of situation.
Designate talkers.
Yeah, they're like, say we're at LSU. Basically, it was me and Aranda.
That's it.
That'd be about a few. No, there'd be like Ed Ogeron, but on defense, like D-line coach, they'd have their stuff up, and they would speak when spoken to, type of thing, because you want to keep the things really clean and clear, especially for those who are calling out the personnel, which means they're on the headphones. They're saying 12 personnel, 11 personnel, who's in the game. That guy, so it's very clear. But what you can't have is, here's what happens with the young coaches. Oh, man, that was crazy. He dropped that ball. I thought he had his hands. It's like, no. 2nd and 10, left hash. You want the facts of what's going on. You don't want to have somebody up there that wants to give you the play-by-play of what happened like that. I think he slipped. I think I need to know, is it 3rd and 1? Or is it 1st down? You think you know that, Jake? No one know if it's 4th one. Maybe somebody above should have known, hey, it's 4th down. So it's very intriguing by who calls, and right away
it's fascinating.
on a veteran staff, a young guy starts to narrate the game, he will just get crucified. Shut the up like that. You will get crucified so fast, because it's all about just what's getting done on the date for the game.
Keep going. This is
very, very,
fascinating.
very tight about that. So
which talking point are you on?
So now we're talking about the booth. So when you're in the booth like that, there's
5
professionalism like that, and who's talking, what's going on, and you don't all of a sudden in the professional booth, you don't have like someone the offensive guys down here just rattling off loud and talk like that. When you're doing your stuff, that's got to be done. Same thing when the offense is they're doing theirs, they're calling plays, they're doing their thing. You're very low key on the microphone talking about what's going on, how it's going to happen. There'd be a lot of talk back and forth though on sometimes the headphones off between the offense and defense and something like that. There'll be times like that. It'd be kind of not in bad. It'd be kind of like you kind of take your headphones off, be like, "Hey Steve, Gurley's touchdown right here, buddy."
How about run the ball?
Yeah.
How about run it?
Is there any chance you guys could use some clock? Is there any chance you could use any
Should
clock?
you run the ball this series, please?
Or brother out. But LSU is great. Steve Ensminger was just fabulous.
Funny.
Him and Joe, and he's a dude. Yeah. I mean, the ultimate dude. I remember one time I'm like, "Hey Steve," I look down there at and I wasn't the special core at the time. I'm like, "Oh God, we're gonna give up a fake on this one." I go, "Steve," I go, is Mac on the offense? He's the specialist coordinator. He goes, is in between deals. He goes, "Hang on." And he's real cagey into that. "Mac, you on here? Mac, you on here?" Yeah, he's on. Well, what's going on? I got him, Billy. What's going on? What do you think? I go, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. There's a chance for a fake. He goes, "Yeah, I got you. Billy Busch is sitting there running a fake right up our ass." So you got to watch that thing.
Wow.
That was good. That's
I like that. That was like a live version of how it went down.
That was good.
He was just outstanding. Then I also, when I was in the press box, I had a true phone.
You did?
Like a true phone that just rang like an old school 1972 phone and went down to the sideline. So I could talk to my players privately because if you give them a headset, everyone can hear them.
Oh, yeah.
So they'd have to get that. So I'd be like, send Jacoby over to the phone. So he'd come over, boom, I pick it up, he'd answer the phone, we talk through what just happened. But they all have to come over and talk to me. So I talked to them each individually through each. So they would you could call down and
just
back.
at home though, right?
What's that?
Just
No, on the road too.
On the road.
Yeah.
So you guys took a phone.
Yeah, there's phone. Yep, phone
just hook
line.
up a phone line.
That was the first thing you check when you got up there. I'd get in the prospect, grab the phone, somebody to answer. Okay, just double check and make sure it works. And I always tell the guys, phone's over here. Here's where it's located at.
Oh, so stadiums are equipped with that.
Yeah, they're ready for it. Another good booth story that was kind of interesting. So I think it was 91. We're playing at Kansas.
Who's we, Nebraska?
Nebraska. So I'm a GA at the time. Maybe my first year because we're in the deal up in the press box. I'm there. I'm helping the press box. We have headphones on, doing our stuff. Tony Davis is behind us, and he's doing some of the computer input stuff that we do for halftime reports.
Tony Davis.
So TD's up there doing that stuff. And all of a sudden, I think it was 17-0. We're down to Kansas.
You're down to Kansas.
Yeah, just everything went astray. It's like 17-0. Door flies open. What in name is going on? Is Devaney. Bob came into the press box. Want to know what the hell was going on.
AD at the time?
What's the AD at the time? You want to come and came into the press box. TD, coach, we're all right. We got this. Tony had to settle him down.
That's incredible. What you just told me is incredible.
Yeah, so he came in the press box.
Tony had to settle him
I think it was
down.
like 56-17. We won, something like that.
Tony has that about him.
Yeah, Tony was awesome. TD was awesome.
He has that about him.
But Bob came into the deal. And now it's my first year GA, and all of a sudden Devaney comes in. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. I just like my face.
Straighten up.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
All right.
face.
That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by
That was
Plains Advisors.
We could. I almost feel like we could go 50 more minutes on that.
Oh, there's some funny stuff that gets said on the headsets
Well, maybe
too.
we will.
There's some really funny stuff that happens with that. We got to move on. We got to move on. We got a lot of things
Top
going
of
on.
the hour is next. There's some overreaction.
I like
Big
this.
10 we want to get to.
Yeah, I
from
like
CBS Sports. It's next. An early break in the ticket.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical Ethics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime. Remarkable. 14 years of 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Teammates Mentoring Program. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery lineup. Beatrice Bakery. Welcome to our world of yum.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Summer is near. Now's the time to clean or replace your furnace filter. The most out of your AC. Find energy-saving tips at les.com/save-energy.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com. Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by minded individuals. Time only, book a free class or exclusive trial offer by visiting bodyfittraining.com. It's May, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out a variety of potted shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals, plus porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Motor Trucking Food Truck and Day. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carryout, or schedule catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by Midwest Bank, 27th and Jamie Lane here in Lincoln. Member FDIC. They have a new bank coming into Pioneers. 70th
Pioneers, where it's right by my house. We stopped in there probably daily. Bunch of great people there at Midwest Bank. And again, they're giving out ridiculous rates right now.
They are.
Yeah.
You go in there daily?
Yeah, I will.
Every day.
They'll have some free stuff for me, I think.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of swag.
Stopping for some coffee.
You guys can always call or text 402-464-5685. Watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Channel 951. Again, this hour sponsored by Midwest Bank.
Good first hour, guys.
It was fun. Thank
It
you
was
for all
fun.
the
You guys
texts.
are fun.
Can I add one more thing?
Yes,
on the headphones
Bill.
quickly on the
Oh,
headphones.
yes. Heck yes.
The one thing that's interesting also, it happens once or twice a season. Something will happen. The headphones go out. All of a sudden, you're in the middle of it, and the headphones go out. You would think you had just lost the feed to like Apollo 13 or something. You think it's like NASA. I mean, the level of stress that hits, and all of a sudden, there's always someone on the sideline above. It's like headphones out. Headphones out. Everybody's there's just screaming.
It makes the broadcast too.
Oh, yeah.
They got a headphone situation on the sideline.
Situation like that. It's like it's not that big a deal. It's like it's really not. It's like how about the guy just go? So if I'm like on the field and the headphones go out, I can kind of figure out what's going on and make the call and do it like that. But it is, you would think it was, and the rule used to be, if they used to always say this is the rule. They said from my day one, hey, if the headphones go down, the other team has to also have their headphones down. That never happened.
It doesn't.
No, ever. It doesn't happen. Someone always says, hey, their headphones. No, nor has somebody ever came into our booth goes, hey, yeah, Wyoming's headphone sets are down, so you guys got to take yours off too. No, you don't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Just tell those guys to fix their
That's too
headphones.
bad.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
think not.
But it is
That's
such
too
a
bad.
it is such a again. You'd think you were just like I said. You're like NASA or something with what happened.
All right,
All
NASA.
right, thank you.
NASA.
I like the
not
headphones.
Nassau.
Yeah,
NASA.
Are you talking about NASA Bahamas or NASA the space?
He's talking
organization?
about Nassau, the Bahamas.
NASA.
All right, I'm sorry.
NASA.
Yeah, NASA. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Bill.
I got a
Appreciate
lot
the
of questions
headset.
for Bill on this next subject.
So there was an article written by Tom Fernelli, CBS Sports. It was called "Big Ten Spring Football Overreactions." There's a couple. There's
okay.
every team
This sounds
has
interesting.
something that might be again seen as the common message board trend or the big thread on the message board that could be at different schools. Like for example, Illinois is Luke Altmaier is the program's best quarterback since Jeff George. That's maybe an overreaction to the spring from Tom Fernelli. For Nebraska, here was the headline for Nebraska. It says quarterback Jeff Sims is who Adrian Martinez was supposed to be. It says this farther. It says Martinez, like Scott Frost, arrived in Lincoln with a lot of hype, and the early returns were promising. Then things never got better. In some ways, they only got worse. Now, both Martinez and Frost are gone, and here's Georgia Tech transfer Jeff Sims, who was so good this spring that last year's starter Casey Thompson hit the transfer portal. Sims was among the top players in the 2020 class and surprised many by committing to Georgia Tech. He made smart decisions with the football during the spring game, which is something Nebraska fans have not seen from their quarterback often enough.
So the overreaction in Tom Fornelli's mind is Jeff Sims will be who Adrian Martinez was supposed to be. I mean, complicated discussion, right?
It is.
Now here's what I think was on Jake's mind on the rundown. I mean, how did you put it on the rundown? You said, is that something?
Is that what fans think of Sims in terms of what he will be like?
Or is that this offense is going to be friendlier for the QB than Scott Frost? I mean, I think you agree with me that they overused Adrian. They leaned
did.
on him too hard. Now that's the question: are they going to do that with Sims? Bill wouldn't. You can. Who knows?
I don't know. I have no one spring game to watch on Sims without being at practice. And then honestly, I said the year I was down there doing some analyst work, I wasn't involved with the offense. I wasn't involved with anything. I was there. I just did some things in-house, like a game ahead stuff. So I don't have an evaluation on it. You guys can evaluate
well, the
this better
question
than
would be
me.
this, though, in terms of how much is too much running for a quarterback? Because obviously there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that are very, very, very good runners, and you are tempted to run them more often, but also that's where the injuries come into place. Is there a threshold, Bill, in general, for when you have an offense and a great running quarterback, how much is too much running in a football game? Or is it still kind of vary per team and offense?
I think there's so many things that go into it as far as how the game's playing out, what's going on in the situation. There's just never a time where it's like, all right, tight game, 17-17, fourth quarter. Best thing to do is probably to run quarterback power, but we don't want to do that right now, even though he's a really good runner. It's been working well. No, you're going to do whatever you have to be able to do to win the game. But yes, if there is Charlie McBride used to always say all the time like that. You only have so many train wrecks in you. You just don't know when your number's up, type of thing. So that's when there's contact all the time. There is a little bit more to it when you're carrying the ball, having things. They're a lot different now, because the thing that didn't happen before when they carried the ball, whatever it was, you can go back to 5 to maybe 7 years ago. There was no sliding. Now they slide and protect themselves. They do some things that way to take some hits off of them in those situations. Design runs are quarterback design runs, and then that's just what they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a chance where you might say you didn't run the quarterback much. Well, if you're a zone read team, maybe the read said to give it, so he doesn't carry it very much. The ones you want to look at are the true quarterback draws and the quarterback powers, quarterback counters, all those things. The way you look at it.
The other thing you look at is, can they get the conventional running back run game going? Can Nebraska actually feed a running backs? And when I say conventional run game, I don't mean the quarterback. I mean basic run game, running backs. So that's an offensive line discussion. That's a running back discussion. Do they have those guys that can take pressure off the quarterback? I mean, that's what I don't know. I mean, much of it's an offensive line discussion too. I don't know if they have that. I think they do. I think what Rule wants to do is have a conventional run game. And I don't know if they want to run it 63% of the time like Minnesota or 60% of the time like Wisconsin, but I think they want to run it more than they pass it.
Well, if you can run the ball, that I believe this is accurate right there. They had much more under center snaps this spring. Is that correct or not?
They did have more, yeah. They still had shots,
so
but still more.
When you're under center, that's a conventional run game, play action, shots
right
on the field.
Oh, they're definitely under center.
You're not running the football from the quarterback position out of the under center.
Right.
You're not doing
and they are under center because they're running I, not power I. You got me on that. Yeah, you got me on that.
No football.
No,
yeah.
so no football.
So no football. Yeah.
I
that would be the
formation.
part that'd be intriguing. Obviously, from a defensive standpoint and an offensive standpoint, it's like offense. Why do you like it? Numbers. It's 11-on-11 football. Everyone's accounted for now. Every time they're carrying the football, quarterback's carrying the football. Now it's 11-on-11. Anytime it comes down to when the quarterback's not running like that, it's always now it's 11 on defense, 10 on offense. And that's where a lot of times, even though you're giving the ball on the zone read concept, which makes it, they say, well, they're having this 11-on-11. They're putting someone in a dilemma on whether or not the quarterback can keep the ball in the run game. So it still involves him. Where it gets really dicey as a defensive coordinator, because when you're running the quarterback run game, that's really wildcat. It's just the quarterback running it. And obviously Jeff Sims is I understand like that is a very big physical
6'4", 220.
That's a lot to tackle. So it turns into wildcat football, but it's better than wildcat because then it's quarterback doing it because he can also throw it. Once you get back there, it's always like, yeah, there's a chance the wildcat he could do a trick play, a pass, or something like that. But in general, it's not. That's why when the quarterback's running it, it's like it makes it a lot harder on everyone. So it's always very enticing for the offense to be like, run the quarterback because the numbers are good.
Right.
We have the talent. We have all those things. And defensively, you're like, don't run the quarterback. That makes our life so much more miserable.
That's the thing about Adrian. It had to be enticing as a play caller because look at him. 6'2", 225 and can run. Look what he did at Kansas State. I mean, I have that image of him ripping down the sideline at Oklahoma before he got hurt. I don't know when he got hurt, but he lost his job again, which,
Well, I mean, we saw it in Nebraska many times. He'd have a big run, a big first down, a big touchdown run because, he was a good running quarterback. He was very effective.
Dangerous. Yeah. So I mean, I'm critical of Frost for running him too much and making him too much, just putting too much on his shoulders. But I understand why you would, why you'd be tempted to. But it just became too much about Adrian. Now, will it become too much about Sims? I don't know.
The places you could be smart would be an example of any time you have a play call like that. So it's 3rd and 18. Maybe you want to run a draw. Just run a draw. Don't run quarterback draw. Don't let your quarterback take that shot when the odds we have
always seen it plenty
when the odds are that you're probably not going to get that first down. and you're just, hey, we're just going to try to get some yards here, punt the ball, and go play again.
Just give it to a running back.
Don't let the quarterback take that shot. That's what you have to be able to go down to. Then once you get into the fourth quarter of any time like that, then it's like, in my opinion, it's like, the gloves are off. Whatever you got to do to be able to, that's not a time to be able to do it. But you have to. There's always some limitations to them. They don't get tackled in practice. So they did. I know they did here for some scrimmage stuff, but I doubt that like on a Wednesday, the quarterback's going to be live to the ground.
I don't think so.
Maybe they do some of that. I'm not saying it's all awful, but just in general, you have to limit their contacts in that spring. No, I thought that the staff did a great job of that this year, and I always enjoy having live action, live quarterback in the spring.
Well, and the other thing that people are right now, they're thinking as they're driving to work is with the Sims conversation is if they lean on him too hard and he goes down, Nebraska has problems because the drop off. I know there's usually a drop off from 1 to 2, but you can at least acknowledge that it's bigger in some places than others.
It'd be bigger than some others, but for the most part, everyone's on that same curve. But there's some places.
Oh, it's some places bigger than others. And here it's pretty big. And I'll just say Sims is good. I mean, Sims is a good quarterback. He's very highly recruited out of high school. Surprised many when he went to Georgia Tech. And I mean, he's their clear-cut guy.
Here are some other overreactions from the article. If you're curious about around the Big Ten, Iowa, the overreaction was the Hawkeyes will never score a single point on offense this year.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be very interesting. Yes.
Again, we didn't see McNamara at all in the spring. He was limited. Cade McNamara, the Michigan transfer, but it was a very vanilla Iowa spring for Iowa, even for Iowa standards. They said in the article. Regarding other Big Ten, Michigan. Quarterback J.J. McCarthy is taking it to another level, possibly.
J.J. McCarthy.
Michigan quarterback.
Yep. Right. And I didn't know this. He had some clunkers down the stretch against Rutgers, Nebraska, Illinois, Ohio State, combined to throw 7 touchdown passes with no interceptions, but completed only 50% of his passes. He didn't light Nebraska up.
No, he did not.
They were trying to throw it deep. They went deep.
And they were testing the deep ball.
Yeah, they were testing.
I think he threw like at 40% or something.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah, he didn't get much going in that game.
Minnesota's is wait. ... You can throw the football.
Whose is that?
That's Minnesota, because Tanner Morgan, who was there for 25 years at Minnesota, is gone.
See, that'll be interesting to see what Minnesota. See, you see it there, Jake. That Minnesota ran the ball 63.4% of the time. Only the 3 service academies ran it more in the last 4 years. That's over the last 4 years. Minnesota has run it 63.4% of the time.
That's why you're curious about the tread on the tires of Mo Ibrahim in the NFL. Yeah. He's running the ball a lot.
And are they going to continue to do that without it?
With that, you have to give them credit too. On the other side, it's like, this is who we are.
Right.
So one thing that said that they clearly have an identity. Sometimes the identity is not exactly what you want, but it's always they do have an identity. It just, they won 9 games, correct?
Yes.
So they have an identity.
I like the ones when it's like it's panic mode here. Yes. Like Northwestern's overreaction was everybody is going to run all over the Wildcats. Was the overreaction because, like you said, it's at 4-20 the last 2 years, 2-16 in the Big Ten since they won the West.
Yeah,
but they also replaced their defensive line coach this year. They got Austin Firestorm, which is a win.
They lost him.
Oh, he went to Missouri. He went to Missouri.
He transferred to Missouri. They allowed 191.
They be in Northwestern.
Northwestern allowed 191 yards rushing.
Yeah,
you get all the time. I like that.
Northwestern.
Yes.
Northwestern allowed 191.3 rushing yards per game last season. You can't win.
Also, they
Northwestern.
The Wildcats brought in an incredibly young staff. If you look at their new coaches, I don't think any of them have Big Ten experience and extremely young. That is a bold move. That is a very, very bold move. When you don't understand the league that you're getting into, that would be just like, it'd be hard to go, like I said, NFL, hard to go to the SEC, hard to those things hard to be in the Big Ten. I don't know if there's been I'm not speaking of the current staff, obviously, like that, but I think in the recent staffs, people have said, well, the Big Ten was different than what we thought. That's like, this is different.
So your head coach has come in.
And it's not so much they're different. Here's where it really jumps out to you. It's just that being familiar. with what's going on. It's like, okay, we got our staffs together, their staffs together. We played against them the last 6 years. I got a good feel kind of for what's happening. They have a feel for us, whatever. But you have a feel for when every game is brand new to you. That's a hard situation like that. And so like the current staff here at Nebraska is very veteran. The one at Northwestern, they be successful, yes, but I think the defensive coordinators from North Dakota State, I believe, which have obviously done a great job, but they're young. Just take a look at their staff. I think they had like 5 or 6 in the turnover of their staff, and they're very, very young.
And here's the news: they're not winning 4 this year. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not saying they'll fire Fitz. I don't know that they will, but they're in trouble.
Yeah. I think you're in trouble because, again, facilities don't mean as much. They have an unbelievable facility. Difficulty. They still had success, but difficulty with players being able to get into school. We talked about them losing portal players. Then how am I going to get them back when I can't? We're not open to everybody.
Right.
If you're open to everybody, it means, hey, if they're eligible, academically eligible, can your school get them in? So then that's about 90% that they can. Right. They'd be like, okay, Ole Miss, I can get them in. Alabama, I can get them in. Whatever it is, Clemson,
Nebraska,
University of Buffalo, Nebraska, Iowa State, we can get them in. What's the deal when they're like, hey, check on this guy? Yeah, he's a 2-2 and whatever at that. Is he eligible? Yes. Can we get him into Northwestern or Stanford? No. So now you can't. Right. Now there's also some plus sides to it. It means, hey, we're gonna sign high school kids. We're gonna develop. We're gonna be around here a long time. But then that gets you if you do a really good job and then you lose them.
That's the problem with Northwestern. Northwestern is the school where you're a guy that gets good. You might say, okay, I'm at Northwestern. I want to go somewhere
out.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere more of a name brand.
Yeah. It can be. That can happen to you. So and they can't make it up. It's not like, you know what, we just lost a wide receiver, but there's a really good wide receiver at Montana State, and he's really good. Can we get him in? Probably not.
The last one here I want to get to, and I'm not sure if this is Tom Fornelli's description or if it's actually a name out there that's happening. But you all know, again, we talked about Wisconsin, Phil Longo out there, the air raid, but they run the football. Yep. Fornelli calls it the dairy raid. He says the dairy raid is unstoppable. All hail the dairy raid in Wisconsin. That's the overreaction.
I'm just going to say right away, the dairy raid needs to be, applauded.
Applaud.
You like that? The dairy raid?
The dairy raid's awesome.
It's kind of cool.
It's very cool.
Kind of cool.
If they get called the dairy raid and have pictures of cows everywhere, that would be very cool.
We need to see if that was a Fornelli creation or if that's something that's actually happening in Wisconsin. Is it being called the dairy raid up there?
So like I said, Coach Fickle's a good friend of mine, and what he's done throughout his career and what he's done, obviously, what he did. He got Cincinnati in the playoffs. Let's not forget that. He got Cincinnati in the playoffs. So that's a very good hire by Wisconsin with what they're doing. I enjoyed my time. I was at Madison, University of Wisconsin twice, and really enjoyed it being up there. So it's a cool place. Now, Wisconsin will fall a little bit into that from recruiting there. They'll fall a little bit into the situation of it's hard to get into school. We had to take kids to committee all the time, like that, to get them approved to be able to get them
to a committee.
Yep, you had to go have it and plead your case or state your case why you feel this young man, even though he's a qualifier, that how is he going to be successful at the University of Wisconsin?
Okay,
University of Wisconsin is very, very stringent. It's brutal to get into academically, and then just the amount of applicants per year. I mean, it is a popular place nationwide, especially East Coast.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, very, very hard. A number of times I was coaching there, people like, anything you can do to help me get my son into Madison.
Wow.
I'm like, absolutely not. I have zero help with that. They just want to go to school there.
And
couldn't get in.
And it's fun.
It's a beautiful town.
Alcohol consumption.
There's alcohol on campus at the Union on tap.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Phil Longo.
Look at Jake's face. On tap.
I had it
on tap.
I had it there 2 years ago. It was great. It was a fun time.
On tap.
Phil Longo.
Really fun time.
Is the offensive coordinator, and you think they will continue to run?
Yes,
just out of a different look.
Just different look like that. He's got a really good haircut.
Longo?
Ooh. Yeah. It's crew cut.
Check it out.
Let's check
crew
it
cut.
out.
Yeah, it's crew cut. Yeah.
How old are guys?
If you saw him, you'd think he was probably a defensive coach. Maybe.
Is that right?
Or a strength coach. One of the two.
Or
strength coach, maybe.
Yeah,
look at
that.
Yeah.
There's Phil right there.
See, would you not?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, you said that.
He looks like the Titans coach.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Vrabel.
You see it.
My glasses are on right now, and they're my readers, so it was a little blurry. But that isn't. That's not what I expected. Does that look like Vrabel?
He looks defensive.
Does he look like Vrabel?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Vrabel's got
But
better
looks
hair.
defense. Looks defense. Looks maybe a strength conditioning guy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not offensive coordinator. Not for an air raid for sure.
Yeah.
When we come back,
What are we talking about?
does Casey Thompson have a next spot lined up? It sounds like he might. It's not official yet, but he might. We'll discuss that next on Early Break in the Ticket.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for your joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carryout, or schedule a catering at motorfoodtruck.com. Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Truck guarantees a 40-hour work round. Strong team culture, not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The Empire brand is growing with ESC fabrication and sandblasting. ESC is your place for custom handrails, industrial and commercial painting, and more. ESC provides custom welding for aluminum and stainless steel and media blasting of all sorts. ESC has great attention to detail. They stick to deadlines and keep within your budget. If you can dream it, they can make it. Contact ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting in Waverly today at 531-207-9329.
Breathe easier inside your home with Bryant. Eliminate allergens and odors and control humidity too. For a breath of fresh air, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
NASCAR is known for fast cars, roaring action, and big bucks. The Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion features all three, especially the bucks. Until May 30th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play or Double Play, enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Weekend. Enter today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
This is former Husker and NBA veteran Eric Strickland. Some kids wish for a family dog, others wish for a family. Last month, over 100 kids needed a foster family and home. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day on Wednesday, May 24th, your gift goes even further. Go to GiveToLincoln.com, take your gift to Cedars, and support
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Sunny skies, warm temps yet again here for our Monday. We'll see an afternoon high near 84. Winds out of the west at around 10 to 15. Overnight mainly clear, a low down to around 58. We'll see increasing clouds tomorrow and a chance of some showers and thunderstorms with a high back near 80. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get to Casey Thompson here in a second. Before that, got a text coming in from B. Biller on the text line.
Okay,
sorry.
Sweet name.
B. Biller says, morning, fellas. It was great to meet Bill at the marathon yesterday.
Okay.
Thanks for the picture. I met his wife, too. She came up and said, who's this, Bill? And Bill introduced me as a breaker.
I did.
Oh, wow.
Great.
Proud moment. Love the show.
His
That's
daughter
from B.
had
Biller.
his daughter had a slight car accident, so she couldn't run.
No.
She's fine. She's doing good, but she was going to run the race, couldn't, and so he did stop like that. It was great. He was had a lot of energy, very respectful. It was nice.
You had quite a weekend.
It was a very Lincoln-based weekend.
Lincoln-based.
Very Bombeck.
Bill was out
Yes.
and about.
Yes.
Larion would appreciate our mayor.
Yes.
What say the full name?
Larry and Baird.
Yeah.
Gaylord Board. Yeah. Larry
We
and
appreciate
Gaylord
you
Baird.
yes.
getting out and supporting
Way
the
to go,
community.
Bill. Way to be.
I
Lincoln mayor.
supported the community my own way.
Drinking Dos Equis.
For the first time, yeah.
For the first.
Just tuning in.
That's,
Bill.
That was not-
You're
That's
just
what you
tuning
did.
in, missed the first hour. Sip informed me and Bill and the listeners that he had his first
Found a
Dos
new
Equis
beer.
ever. He found a new beer. We said, "What's this? Dos Equis."
Dos Equis.
That's new.
It's,
I thought Jake would be.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry.
You are. I mean, in this room, you're the drinking expert. All right.
You know,
I thought
maybe.
you'd be impressed by that.
I'm not impressed. If it was like something I'd never heard of, then sure. I should check that
Yeah.
out. But Dos Equis?
Yeah, I was expecting to hear something a little more unique.
Oh,
I was okay.
well, yeah, I don't drink
Okay.
like those newfangled.
Oh, the
Millennial
craft
beers.
beer,
Yeah,
the
craft
IPA.
beer.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the same. Oh,
Like peanut
I also
butter
don't
beer.
do IPAs.
oh, they're horrible. They're horrible.
Thank you.
It's
This is rare that three people in a room will agree
Yeah,
agree on
What the
IPAs.
hell happened to this
Not
country?
being bad.
All right, Casey Thompson.
Yes, nothing's official yet, but Casey Thompson is going to visit FAU at some point this week, and it sounds like that might be his next stop to join Tom Herman, who was with him at Texas, obviously.
Well, he was not only with him, Casey was Herman's first QB recruit
So,
at Texas.
so good reason to believe why he might go to FAU. There was some rumors off the bat he might go to the SEC. That didn't, Peyton Thorne ends up going to Auburn.
What happened is Peyton Thorne jumped him in line.
Yep.
I mean, Casey went to Auburn. Visited Auburn. Then Peyton Thorne got in the portal, and clearly what happened is Auburn said, "Okay, we'll take the guy that isn't coming off shoulder surgery, that's thrown for 6,500 yards, 42 touchdowns. By the way, 24 interceptions, 42 touchdowns." 24 interceptions for Peyton Thorne. Anyway, so yeah, I guess Casey, he's had 12. What I've read is he had 12 offers, maybe bound for FAU. We'll see. We'll see on that. I would think we'll know.
Yeah,
pretty
I guess my question was, did you think if he does end up going there, did you think he'd end up at a bigger profile school than FAU?
Yes, I did.
It's so important though to get.
I did.
It's so important no matter where you go. Get your fit. Get your fit. Get where. So, if you're handling super intelligently, it'd be like, what is the best fit for me? And if FAU is the best fit for him to be on the field, playing, getting reps, all those things he wants to, then that's the best place.
Yeah, I just
Sometimes
like
you can get caught up in and also with this, you have to remember.
Get caught up in what?
You get caught up in this like, oh, I want to go there. Well, is that the good fit? Because when you go there, are you guaranteed to be the starter? Because they're going to have some competition. Yeah, yeah. The logo's bigger. I agree, but how's that looking from standing from the sideline? And what's that like? So there's a lot to it. With that, when you're there, this is it. He has to play, has to be on getting film like that. And like I said, also, no matter how you cut it, he's coming off a situation of an injury.
Yeah,
so
he
he had
shoulder surgery,
major shoulder surgery on his throwing arm.
Yeah.
So that is something that always going to come up with that's going to be considered for everyone when they go through it. But it's always like that. Just get your best fit. If that's the best fit for the young man, that's perfect.
Tom Herman, the head coach now at FAU. Tom Herman sat out last year. Was out.
It's a good spot to be. FAU, a talent there. Obviously, you can be successful there. Lane Kiffin had success, and now he's at Ole Miss. It's a good bounce back place.
Yeah.
Herman won't be there forever. He'll probably bounce back, have success, go somewhere bigger again.
Herman was an offensive analyst with the Bears in 2021. Sat out last year, landed the job at FAU. You're right. Could be a big bounce back spot for him. We'll see if Casey does it. Goes there. Well, I imagine we'll know in the next couple days. He visited there this weekend. I don't know.
They seem like the
thing you have to
clubhouse.
remember with the second portal window, a lot of times there's just not. I say like that. The musical chairs have stopped. There's not enough spots left. It's something that comes down to like that. I would love to have him. Do you have a scholarship for him? Well, we have to do it through this way. That's
through NIL, maybe.
It's way different on what they have and what the roster is way more set after the first one. There's always a late one. That's why when we mentioned that Colorado was up to 71, that shocked me.
Shocks me.
But still, it's like they have a lot more to get just to get to their number. That's a lot right now. If you're saying, hey, we need 14 portal guys right now,
where are you going?
That's a lot.
Where are you going?
Right,
There's a lot of people in the portal, but is that it's like
I'm shocked by that. Now, what Bill's alluding to is Joe in Boulder earlier today was reading the Boulder Daily Camera, not the hard copy, the internet version. Yeah, the web. And he said that the Boulder Daily Camera is reporting that Colorado's up to 71 scholarship players, which is amazing because it wasn't a few days ago. They're 13. But Dion told, is it Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
The former punter has a podcast.
Pat McAfee, yes.
He told McAfee, "Oh, our guys are on the way. They're in airports. They're coming." I was like, "Really?" Well, yeah, they are. They did. It's amazing. He's up to 71. He's gonna have a team. You could make it work.
I really, and I'm not doubting at that, but that somewhere how it got from 13 to 71.
Again,
it's Boulder reporting.
Right now,
that's reputable.
Right now, like I said, that's confusing to me,
right?
A little bit like
he had guys though. He told McAfee, "Oh, we got guys coming." I was struck by it. Like, really? He goes, "Oh yeah, we got guys coming."
But that's where things can get jacked up, and all of a sudden, you the part that's going to be so you had whatever you hear the numbers from 50 to 70, whatever it was went in the portal for Colorado. Where are they going to go? There's not spots for everyone. They're not going to. There's not enough. There's not numbers out there, and so they're. I mean, right now there is a lot of players in there that now have. Before it was always like if someone takes me, and I'm going to whatever school, and I take care of my business and I do everything right, and and I'm not quite talented enough, that's their mistake, because they recruited me. If I do all my stuff right, I get to stay and get my degree. Now when you're now when you're out, so now there's going to be parents going like, where are we going? Where are you going?
Well, some end up nowhere.
There'll be a lot. I know a lot of players I've been associated with. They're like, they never graduate from college.
And they end up playing nowhere.
Yeah, because they never found a spot again. All of a sudden it was like, what about this? What about this? And all of a sudden there's no spot again. Well, with that being said, it's not for everyone. You don't just, not everyone, you don't just get the, okay, so you signed up, so you get everything. No, sometimes it's not for everyone. Sometimes there is hard knocks to the lifestyle of being a college football player.
Oh,
but
I bet
there's some hard knocks to it. It's very hard at that. So, but I do feel bad for people that if they did everything the right way, do I feel bad for them? I do, because when they got offered a scholarship, that's not their fault. They got offered a scholarship by somebody, and they got it offered, and they took it.
It's a big moment in their life.
That's all they did. They didn't. You can't strong arm someone. You can't. It's like, well, yeah. Yeah, he made Alabama do it. Alabama didn't want him. He made him take him. No, he didn't. So there's some things to it like that. We do things the right way.
So, okay, sorry. John Boulder has sent me a screenshot of this article from Boulder.
Please elaborate.
Does it list the people?
No, it said this is the headline, and then the follow-up. It says incoming, more transfers to CU. It says Buffs have 71 projected scholarship players for next season.
So projected, so not even official. Okay,
right. So it's projected now.
That's the fun part to see. The fun part's going to be when you see the actual number, the names. When the names are on a piece of paper and they've been committed like that. That's great. What a great job by him sending that in.
Joe, we appreciate that. Joe's our Boulder insider here.
Yeah, thank you. 71's doable. I know it's 14 short of where you want to be, and you don't want to be short, but it's doable. Yeah.
Right now, that could be a stretch. 71 could be a stretch. It's projected.
It's projected.
Yeah.
Okay, but Joe, please keep us updated through the next few months.
It's just one of the more fascinating things to ever happen in college football.
It is, and if he pulls it off, I don't even know what to say about Dion. Except you need to go to a higher level.
Yep.
What it also is, imagine if they do pull it off and say they go to I mean, pulling it off to me is 6 to 7
I was gonna
wins.
say
In year one?
In year
Heck
one, yeah,
Are
that's
you kidding
pulling
me?
it off.
After one win last
So
year?
you're sitting there as the rest of the country like, hang on a second.
All
here.
right, you are.
Hang on. They just went from being 1-11, horrendous. They won 7, and they were in 2 or 3 other games. Hung in there with USC, whatever it is. Everybody's gonna be like, what do we do? Now remember though, that he has the 1-year exemption as a new head coach. So like that. So that's a little bit different too. With
Meaning,
what's that? With what you can do with your numbers, we've been over this before.
We've covered this.
Yes, we've covered this.
I was
And great-
missing that day.
Yes.
No, I wasn't because I never miss.
We'll get to this before we get to the game show. Joe has one more follow-up. He says, my main goal is to get Sip to the best Mexican restaurant on Pearl Street the night before the football game.
Okay, well, that's a good goal. Let's make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. I'll have a Dos Equis with you, Joe.
That'd be
And a
outstanding.
margarita.
And a margarita.
So when do you leave for that? Well,
Friday, right?
Will you do the show on Friday?
Pretty usually.
Will you drive that then?
We'll drive. Yes.
We'll drive. You and drive. Who will be?
Sean and Robin. Sean Callahan, Robin Washut.
Okay, there's 3 of you in the car. Who's driving?
They don't let me drive.
He's not allowed
Yeah.
to drive.
Are you in the back seat?
Usually.
He's been banned from driving
Why
for
would
like
it-
every
Nobody lets
company,
me drive.
basically.
Just
Nobody
there's
lets
been
me
a
drive.
situation.
I mean, there's people in my life that don't let me drive. I mean, I'm preoccupied. I got a lot going on.
You can't focus on the road. Too much.
I
too
have
much
to drive.
ask
If I'm
for.
not driving,
I'm with you,
Really?
Bill. I drive.
I have to drive.
99%
Well, I like to
of the
drive.
time.
I do like to drive, and I don't like being stripped of that.
But here's what I'm asking. So you'll be driving to Boulder. So
Yeah, what are you asking?
So we can text you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're not going to be the one behind the wheel.
No, yeah.
And Jake will be out there.
I would be
for
out
the
there.
game.
Yep.
He'll be out there for the
I'd be
game.
saddened if I wasn't receiving.
I might
text.
come in Saturday morning to do this show by myself. A bonus show.
Yeah. Hey guys,
Saturday
it's
morning.
Bill.
I mean, if
Jake is
DP's
sick.
listening. He'll
Yeah.
take you right up on that.
He will.
I have to do that.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-568. 5 your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Was it 4-1 last week?
Yes, Jake.
Yeah.
You would remember if it was 1 and 4.
You guys
what's
won
our
on a
percentage?
film Friday.
4-1.
10-8.
10
You guys
and
are
8.
10 and
Thank
8
you,
after a
Josh.
horrible start.
Hey, by the way, Josh, sweet shirt, DePaul.
Paul, Blue Demons.
Blue Demons.
Yep, Blue Demons.
You don't see that very
Chicago's
often.
finest.
Mark Aguirre.
God, Bill remembers
nice.
that.
Cummings.
Ray Meyer.
Cummings.
Cummings.
Remember him?
Yes.
Today's topic is franchises that have relocated. Professional relocated franchises.
Okay.
Sports.
What are you going to give us?
I got a chance. I got a chance.
What
What are you going to give us?
Could be NFL.
Yeah,
could
yeah,
be
what are you
MLB,
giving us?
could
What's
be
the-
NHL.
What's the clue?
I will tell you. I will ask you what city did this franchise move to this city from in this year? Where did they come from? Where they come from?
Okay. Okay. Now
Where were they at before their current
okay.
spot?
Okay.
Is that
I'll
fair?
be good at this, yeah.
464-5685. Shut up, Stipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" Here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 4-6-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dickdown Sip in trivia. 4-1 week last week. You guys feel good about relocated sports franchises?
Yeah, we
huh?
should. I mean,
Professional.
we're older
Yeah,
gentlemen.
you should be good at this for
Yeah.
sure. Mike, how do you feel about franchises that have relocated?
Relatively confident.
Relatively confident.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
All right, Bill is a lifeline for Sip for one question
Okay.
as always. Mike, first question goes to you. What city did the Clippers move to LA from in 1984?
That's embarrassing.
Mike?
Not a big NBA guy, but St. Louis.
You know it? I got it. You know.
Yeah, I got it. I've got to keep you in my back pocket.
Okay.
San Diego.
Yeah.
San Diego is correct.
Bill Walton. I think he had some time with the Clippers.
Okay.
I believe.
I think
confirmed tonight. That
Okay, I got you in my back pocket.
1-0 lead, Sip for 2 lead. What city did the Jazz move to Salt Lake City from in 1979?
Yeah, this was I was actually a fan because they had Pistol in New Orleans.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Pistol Pete Maravich.
That was a
Who
layup.
Bill loved.
Oh,
Mike's-
I
Mike's
mean,
fired.
shots fired.
Shots fired.
They shouldn't.
I don't
be
know.
difficult.
That Clippers was pretty easy there too, Mike.
It shouldn't be difficult
Yeah.
today. Yeah, you should know our team's
We're up
capable
two- we're
to
up
be fair.
2-0.
2-0.
How old are you, Mike?
72.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is built for us, Mike.
Yeah. All right, Mike, to stay alive, your last question. What city did the Braves move to Atlanta from in 1966?
Milwaukee.
Oh, good job. Mike nailed it.
Yeah, he did. He came
nailed
out. Boy, how about boom? I mean, he verbalized it. I didn't know it. I didn't know it.
This is for the win.
Okay, so Mike put some pressure on.
Wow, he
I
did.
got Bill in my back
Bill,
pocket.
you do have Bill here. 2-1 lead for you guys. If you missed this, Mike can steal this and go to the tiebreaker for the win. What city did the Nationals move to Washington, D.C. from in 2004?
I got this, Bill. I got this.
Go ahead, take it. It's a layup.
I had the cap. I think you had
It was you stole my cap.
Yeah.
No. Oh, did I?
Yeah, that was my cap that you
The Montreal
stole.
Expo hat?
Yes.
This is incredible, by the way. Yeah. 1-0. Mike, we'll get you a bag of coffee. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road.
Thank you,
All
Mike.
right, thanks. Have a good week, guys.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay,
Would you please let Mike have his time
I did. Mike's
before you
gone.
go on your rant?
Because you did something incredibly wrong there. I had a Montreal Expos hat
Which is a great hat.
that I
The red,
brought
white,
in.
and blue.
I had this hat forever, and now he claimed that it was his hat. He stole it from me. He stole
there's a
my
term.
Expos hat.
There's a term for this. I can't.
Guess what?
It's a
I have it
lawyer
back
term.
now.
Is
I
there a
have it
term?
back, though.
Adverse property. I think if you steal something from somebody, you have it for a set amount of time.
You
it
stole
becomes
my
yours.
hat. I brought
It
this hat
becomes
in.
yours.
Possession is
Oh,
like
yeah.
9/10 of the law or something like that.
I wanted to
don't know,
show.
it's
I
not
want to
right.
show him I had a cool Expos hat. And he must have forgot that was my hat that I brought in. Is that my?
What became of that hat?
I think I still have it.
Oh,
It's
you
at my
do?
house. Yeah, I
Okay,
took
well,
it
as long
back.
as
I
you
said,
have
"Give me the hat back."
As long as you
The
have
Expos are awesome hat.
Right.
That was
We should all have Expos gear. That was
Remember if they played? Remember the stadium up there?
Yes.
The old
Pretty
school
janky.
AstroTurf?
pretty
Yeah, it was.
Rock Reigns, though. Oh, they had Warren Cromartie, Ellis Valentine. That was an incredible outfield.
Winfield played there too, didn't he?
I don't think so, Bill.
At some point, in
I
time,
don't think Dave Winfield ever played in Montreal. You might be look it up. You might be mistaking him for Ellis Valentine or Warren Cromartie. Those were
I'm laughing. He's right.
no. Winfield never played in Montreal.
Okay, let's see.
I'm going to bet. We don't
Did-
have
did-
to bet
Did
anything.
he play in Canada? At some
Dave
point?
Winfield played for 6 teams: the Padres, the Yankees, the Angels, the Blue Jays. So Toronto, not
Oh, it was
Expos.
Blue Jays then. Okay.
The Twins and the Indians.
Yeah, he
So
never. I would have known if he.
it
Expos.
was but it was a Canadian team.
Yes,
Yeah, so it counts.
I guess.
He's in
Okay,
the right country.
let's
Yes.
not go away from the lead here. We're burying the lead. That's another win.
That's a win.
Yes.
11-8 since the reset,
Yes.
which started off terribly. You guys have
0-6.
bounced back.
0-6.
That's 5-1. We've won 5
Yeah.
of our last 6.
Yeah.
That was built for us.
That was.
Well, Mike's 72 years old, though. to be fair.
Mike did fine.
Yeah.
He did
The
well.
Clippers,
Yeah, he
which
did.
Bill said,
And
"Oh, this is easy," and Mike
Yeah.
missed it. You made him feel
I
bad.
appreciate that we have older listeners too.
Yeah.
72-year-old Mike.
Yes.
So
I
all right,
appreciate that.
Congrats, guys.
Mike
1-0.
should have went. Yeah.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, I gave you congratulations.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
The spillover is next on early break on the ticket.
Spring is here and it's time to get those seeds in the ground. There's no time for delays if your equipment needs a new part. That's why Acres stocks thousands of premium John Deere parts for all your ag machines, planters, sprayers, and tractors. Acres has what you need now. Now, the team on their certified technicians, Acres will diagnose and repair your equipment quickly. Visit acres.com to find your closest location. Our team of parts and service professionals dedicated to keeping you operating at full capacity. Acres, solutions for every field.
It's May, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just vehicles. Mullen.
This is good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 323-8400.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Sunny skies, warm temps yet again here for our Monday. We'll see an afternoon high near 84. Winds out of the west at around 10 to 15. Overnight mainly clear, a low down to around 58. We'll see increasing clouds tomorrow and a chance of some showers and thunderstorms with a high back near 80. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
Warm weather calls for fun in the sun and in the pool. If a backyard pool is in your summer plans, make electrical safety your priority. Visit les.com/to keep your family.
You local CNC machining or injection, we got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner, a world-class manufacturer with a center right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Attention Lincoln. Looking for an effective way to reach the fitness goals you haven't been able to accomplish on your own? Body Fit Training science-based programming is led by multiple highly accredited coaches who will help you get the results you're capable of. Their group of strength training classes are designed to help you build muscle, burn fat, and improve your overall fitness level. At BFT Lincoln, you'll train like an athlete and be surrounded by motivated and like-minded individuals. For a limited time, book a free class or exclusive trial offer by visiting bodyfittraining.com.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Baker lets you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. But there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, service plumbers. If you're in Waverly or the surrounding area, select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Vershawn Jackson for Brant Excavating. Brant's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brant is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brant Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrantExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brant Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big brand.
The Empire brand is growing with ESC fabrication and sandblasting. ESC is your place for custom handrails, industrial and commercial painting, and more. ESC provides custom welding for aluminum and stainless steel and media blasting of all sorts. ESC has great attention to detail. They stick to deadlines and keep within your budget. If you can dream it, they can make it. Contact ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting in Waverly today at 531-207-929.
We're on the air. Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the Spillover with Chris Raff. The Spillover sponsored by South Point Medical and Aesthetics. 14 years of successful joint pain treatments. You can call them today at 402-323-8400 or go to southpointmedical.com. Raff, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Not too much. Another Monday.
Another Monday. We're all here.
Monday.
Okay, Nebraska baseball, Jake.
We have not mentioned it yet because it was a rough series. Nebraska played Maryland, who is a very good baseball team out of the Big Ten. Huskers lose on Friday night. They win Saturday. They win 12-10, I believe, Saturday.
12-10, yep.
And yesterday in the rubber match, Nebraska gives up 2 separate 8-run innings and falls 20-5. They are now 10-8 in conference play,
which puts them.
They're 6th in the standings.
Yeah,
6th.
I guess tied. Yeah, tied for 5th. Actually, with 4 teams, Jake.
Right.
Michigan
But they are
State.
6th,
Michigan State's 10-8. Nebraska's 10-8. Michigan's 10-8, and Purdue's 10-8. Maryland leads the league at 13-5. That's 1. Indiana's 2nd at 12-6. 2. Rutgers is 3rd at 11-7. Iowa's 4th at 10-7. Then there's, like I say, 4 teams at 10. 4 teams at 10-8. 4 teams at 10-8. So, I mean, what we're doing here is trying to figure out if Nebraska is in any danger of once again missing the Big Ten tournament where 8 teams qualify.
8. Not,
Eight.
I said 6 earlier. It's 8.
6.
Before,
Jake thought there was
hey,
two,
before the
two
show, I
first-round
said
buys
6.
and a couple playing games.
There's 8. 8 teams make it.
So
But,
they got
yeah.
to make it. I mean, I don't think they're in grave danger, but it's something you got to watch here, right?
Well, you still have 2 guys mashing. Max
Mash.
Anderson had hit his 19th home run of the season yesterday. He continued, and Bryce Matthews also hitting the ball well. Those 2 guys have carried this team, but what was it, 11 walks yesterday? Sip? What was that?
Nebraska issued 11 walks and gave up 20 hits. Yeah, that's going to be tough. It's
And
gonna be
as
tough to
Bill
win.
said, if you give up 2 8-run innings, that means you batted around the order twice in different innings. That's not good.
No, now Maryland is a bashing team with
They
over
are.
100,
Yeah.
with literally over 100 home runs. They went into the series with 101. So that's now they don't pitch it well though. Their ERA Maryland was over 6, but Maryland, I believe, has now won 21 straight Big Ten series.
That's a stat. That's good.
21.
That's unreal.
Yeah, 20. I mean, that's they're clicking at a high level. So.
Not good.
I hope I'm
Husker baseball again. 10-8 though in conference play. They give up 20 runs in the rubber match, fall 20-5. That's not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done.
Blocked an extra point.
They did. I saw. This is a random fact I saw yesterday. This is incredible to me in any sort of baseball or softball world. I saw that Oklahoma softball
Yes.
won their 41st straight game.
I saw the 40th yesterday, whatever it was like that.
41 straight. I mean, come on. I mean,
well, they've done.
you
this
have
is
to
like-
have a bad game once in a while where it's a clunker, you have a bad pitching outing, or you don't hit.
Yeah.
41 straight wins in any sport. I don't care what it is. That's
And
amazing.
They've done it like 3 of the last 5 years.
It's incredible.
Machine.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And they're playing really good teams. They're playing really. I mean, that's a good league. And they also, if I remember right, early on, they also played some tough games. Also, they went out of conference. They won to the SEC.
Won 41 straight.
That's
just dumb.
Yeah,
That's dumb. Update quickly on the NBA playoffs. We have not addressed that all yet today either. My Heat, my
Heat.
8-seeded Miami Heat are up 2-1 on the Knicks. They'll play again, I believe, tonight.
Yes.
Tonight in Game 4. Yesterday, the Nuggets, despite 52 points from Nikola Jokic, excuse me, they fall to the Suns 129-124. Jokic actually, I think, touched the owner of the Suns. He got teed up.
Going to be interesting to see
what
if
happened in this.
if the NBA takes any type of action. If I would be surprised if they suspended him, but I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I saw it. That guy flopped.
Oh yeah, big time.
The owner flopped.
The owner
He
flopped.
It was
Yeah.
embarrassing.
He was going in.
It's really embarrassing.
He was going in to
Imagine
get the
those words,
basketball.
the owner flopped.
Yeah, I mean, Jokic got him with his forearm, but the guy flew back.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on, have some pride.
Yeah.
Come on,
You're a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. So why? Yeah, the owner flopped in the stands.
The owner.
Yeah.
The owner.
Devin Booker and Kevin Durant both went for 36 points. Jokic had 53 points, not 50, 53 points, been a loss. 2-2 for that series. Also 2-2, the Sixers win in overtime against the Celtics, 116-115. That series is
Tied up,
tied at 2. Today, 2 games. Knicks Heat 6:30. Again, Heat up 2-1, and Warriors Lakers game 4. Lakers lead that one 2-1.
Lakers hammered them on
9
Saturday.
p.m. on TNT.
Lakers hammered them on Saturday by 30, I think it was.
It was.
Yeah, it was 127-97
Yeah.
on Saturday. Smoked them. So
Bill's happy. Bill's a Lakers fan.
No, one more surprise story in the NHL quickly. I know your Golden Knights played tonight, Bill.
They got smoked 2 days ago to 5-0.
Series is tied to 1-0. The Golden Knights against the Oilers. The series at 1-1. But how about this? The 8 seed Florida Panthers, who had the upset of they beat the Bruins in the first round.
Overtime.
They lead the Maple Leafs 3-0 in the second round. You might have an 8 seed going to the conference finals.
Wow.
Won in overtime last night.
Wow.
Yep, 3-2.
Yep, 3-2.
Panthers.
A lot
top
going
Maple
on.
Leafs. So there's your rundown of everything going on.
Thank you, Jake.
Anything else?
Got a big day planned?
No.
Yeah.
I got to do a
What about
speech
the cruise?
today. I got to do a speech today.
Yeah. Oh wow. Where's that at?
Yeah. Where? Can you
Yeah,
say?
the Lincoln Executive Club, which
Okay.
you've done before. Yeah,
they're
Nice.
Fans of
Be a
yours.
fun time.
So there'll be a bunch of executives there.
That's right. Lincoln Executive,
Including
guys.
Jake.
Yes.
Good guys. Sip has spoken there. many
Where's that
times
at?
Before. They meet in the Graduate.
In the
Is
graduate.
it in the- oh yeah, in the basement of the Graduate.
It's good.
It's
Yeah,
a good
nice.
setup.
They ask good questions. You go out there, talk. They listen intently. They ask good questions.
How
They
do you
wanna
lead
know.
off? Do you have like an opening joke or anything?
Well, the thing is, they always have jokes going into it. So how many jokes
yeah.
can you add on to it?
Yeah.
They have this one guy's a joke, another guy's a joke. I'm like, do I add a third joke? Or just
Yeah,
kinda-
you can have one prepared.
I'll
Do you need help
prepared.
with that? I can
No,
help
I'll
you.
I have jokes usually. I
Right.
can deliver. It's fine.
Yeah, I can help you with a clean
Fun.
joke.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Always remember, clean jokes are the best jokes.
I'll make it
Dirty
clean.
jokes are easy. Low hanging fruit.
I'll make it clean.
Where do you go? Like, how do you open up? What are we starting with? Like, what's your opening?
They just want like a genuine rundown of what's going on in Nebraska sports. So I just
Gotcha.
kind of deliver. I don't have no script. Just go up there and I just kind of go through.
Well, let's
my
have
head.
some focus on this one.
Yeah.
I have focus. I know exactly what I'm
It
going to talk
sounds
about
like you're not that
without
into
having a
it.
script.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to be a prime time performer here. Okay, so you don't need a script.
Do you
here.
get a free meal for this?
You do. That's
Nice.
the best part.
Do you get to order the meal or is it
No,
free?
it's like a buffet style.
It's a
thing.
buffet
You
deal?
just order. I
Well, I
wish
wanna
you
know.
I wish you could order the food.
Yeah. Will it be like a pasta? It's like a
Usually
It's
pretty
Caesar
good.
salad.
Yeah, he's had it. It's
It's
pretty.
usually pretty good.
I bet.
good. Yeah.
Pretty
it's-
good to real
Be
good.
some
It's
sort of chicken
executives.
today. Yeah.
It's
Gotta
executives.
take care of the executives. in
Pretty
town.
good to
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let us know
So-
if you get like any sort of dessert.
I'll report.
Yes.
I'll report back.
Would you please
in
do
the
that?
group chat today and tomorrow. I'll
We
let
know, you know I'm always interested in the food.
Yep. I'll give you a food report.
And okay, here's what I would like: food report and best question asked.
Okay.
Yes.
I would do. Yeah, both things. I can mark those.
Can
down.
you?
I remember those. Yep.
You got a lot going on,
We'll be fine.
and we got a cruise to get ready.
We
for.
got to get
Yeah.
ready for the cruise.
The
Yeah.
cruise we will have. Jake is meeting today. Getting some.
Yeah, we're
some-
talking. Just, making some-
so the cruise was going to happen. So everyone knows we're doing the cruise.
People right now, we got to be careful, and Jake is probably cringing because we're talking about this cruise. It's not set. It's just a possibility.
I've had over 100 people text in already.
Yeah.
About
Earlier,
the cruise.
Dave says, "Sign me up for the cruise." Two
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Dave from Fullerton says,
What do you
"Sign me
do,
up."
Dave? Are you serious?
Nice.
He says he did his own roll call. He says, Dave from Fullerton, 58 years old, 6'1", 275. Sign me up for 2 on the ticket
Time out.
cruise.
Could you ask Dave? If he's lived in Fullerton his entire life.
Dave, you heard
I'd
Bill.
like to
Have
know
you
that
lived in
too.
Fullerton
If he's
forever?
at that age, 'cause I lived in Fullerton, and we're very, very similar in age. So I'd
Mhm.
probably have to know him.
Ooh,
Or you
So I'd like to know if he was
he
there.
still wants to go on the cruise with you.
or you
This is good,
did you know Tom Godowski?
Knew Tom really well. He used to date my sister.
Oh,
That's
boy.
well.
Yeah,
Yep.
he used to date my sister.
Oh,
yeah.
number
Lady.
93.
Yeah, Tom Godowski from Fullerton. Pat Larson.
Yep.
The other one
Sanderson's in for the cruise.
Sanderson's in.
So if you go somewhere
Right.
warm, we're not going to Alaska. He
We're
wants
not
to
doing
go
Alaska.
warm.
We've already said we're going
He
warm.
says
We've
Florida.
made that.
Sanderson's in.
Yeah. He says if you go somewhere warm and not Alaska,
Is
I'll
your,
go.
what about
Sanderson's got better hair than you.
what about your
Yes.
second cousin?
You mean long lost third cousin Dave Dipple?
Third cousin, yeah.
Dipple.
Third cousin.
Dipple,
wants to
are you
move.
in?
Dave
Oh, he's
Dipple's
in.
going
Dip-
for
Dip-
sure.
Dave,
Dipple
come
will be-
on.
I'm telling you right now, we can have this thing at 200 by Friday. We could
can
have it at
figure it out.
200 by Friday. Like
This
that.
is a possible cruise we're talking
Yes.
about. I just want to make sure that everybody knows.
David
Nothing's
from
set.
Renew, he's in for sure. I'm
Oh,
guessing.
David's going. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no doubt. That's a guarantee.
He'll probably bring the whole
my
company.
sister texts. She goes, "Hey, if the cruise don't let it get filled up, we're in." Yeah,
Don't let
so
it get
filled up.
We can add people.
All right.
I
that's
just
it
wanted
for
to-
us.
Jake's getting stressed now. Don't.
I'm not stressed.
I'm so we laugh so hard about this doing the live broadcast through the whole cabin so the whole so everyone can hear it.
4 in the morning.
2,000 people there. Why is there an update on the backup long snapper at Nebraska? Why are they talking about that?
David does say, I'm always in, by the way.
I knew
He's
it.
going on the cruise for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be quite a cruise. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, good luck on your speech.
Dave says, shop teacher for 28 years. You were before my time.
Before the time. Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
my dad was a shop teacher there, so that makes me
Okay.
excited that he's doing that.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever been out to the Loop River Inn.
Ooh,
Right there, the Loop River
in
Inn
Fullerton?
in Fullerton, yeah, the Loop River.
so the
Inn.
Loop River runs right over there.
Yeah,
The restaurant
yeah,
there?
it's just south of They have their golf course now in Fullerton. I think is north, but back in the day they had sand greens.
Oh,
the
boy.
golf
You gotta
course
rake
was
those
sand. You had to
things.
rake
Yeah,
them
gotta
with
rake 'em.
sand greens that they played on that
Nice.
area. Yes,
Sean in Omaha.
he's
in on the cruise.
Yes, he's in. Guys, the cruise is going to blow up today.
Shock dog. He's also got 2 spots. please.
2 spots
in.
Anybody need 4? Let us know. Anybody needs 4?
400 people on the cruise.
No, we always
I wonder what we'd have to top it at.
We'd figure that out. That's what we talked about today.
We
Okay.
should easily have 400 people on this.
Easily
have 400 people.
The whole state wants to go. Why wouldn't
Yes.
they?
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, that's it for us. The
Will there be a
drive with
raffle?
Raph and AD is next. Sure, we'll have a raffle.
I have to have a raffle. I have to have some daily raffles and bingo. Daily raffles and bingo.
Bingo.
B19. B19.
Oh no!
God.
See, Loop River Inn is gone now.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance,